would now request Honorable President Chintan to please welcome the gathering.
Hello, मैं DBKDO भाग्य और उसी को भाग्य में केडीओ समस्त केडीओ जैन मैनेजर सेक्रेटरी जनरल निश्चित पर मोस्ट डायनामिक में આપણે બધાએ જોયું છે કે સમયનો જરો વધ્યો અને તેણે એની પ્રવૃત્તિ પહેલા વ્યક્તિ ભાગ્ય વિસ્મે અમે ભાગ્ય ગાઈડ કેન્દ્ર તો આજની ભાગ્ય એટલી વિકરાળ ભણની સમસ્યા ये भाई समस्या है कि विकराल है जैसे बाबा में इसी पर को डिटेल में डिस्कशन नहीं था અને મિની કે એટલે વ્યૂ में नहीं है કારણ કે મિની की पार्टी ये પોતે મિની की वस्तु जो કદાચ ત્યાં પણ કનેક્ટેડ છે so now I hand over my mic to નિશિત ભાઈ and let him conduct the whole thing. નિશિત ભાઈ
Good afternoon. અને સૌથી પહેલા તો અહીં મને કે હાર્દિક વેલકમ અને જય જિનેન્દ્ર અને I would request કે જેમાં ये अच्छी रोमांटिक्स के मजा आती है बात करने में मतलब थोड़ा ये बड़े अच्छी ना हम ऑक्यूपाई द फर्स्ट और सेकंड इसकी में सॉरी मुझे तेरा चाहिए हमारा लेडीज मिक्स नहीं होगी वो इट विल बी गुड टू कॉन्वर्स माय मेरे डायरी को तो मजा आती है राजू सो अच्छी एकम जब प्रमुख श्री गुरुभाई उपप्रमुख श्री गुरुभाई सेक्रेटरी श्री सतीश भाई मुझे को मैनेजिंग ट्रस्टी कीर्ति भाई ट्रस्टी राजेश भाई અને હેમાભાઈ અને વિવિધ માધ્યમોથી વધારેલા બધા જ આગેવાનો આ માટે ગલતથી હૈદરાબાદથી અમે આવ્યા અને આઈ થિંક કોચિંગ થી કોચિંગ માધ્યમથી ગયા હા કોચિંગ માધ્યમથી પ્રેઝન્ટેશન પહેલા તો આપણે ચિંતન શિબિર એટલે કો બેઝિકલી અને કો વાય જ્ઞાતિ સંમેલન 2018 December 2019 almost fourth જ્ઞાતિ સંમેલન આપણું થયું એના પછી જ્ઞાતિમાં આપણી વિવિધ સ્કીમો ત્વરિત ચાલુ કરવામાં આવી અને એ સ્કીમોમાં આજે લગભગ 6 વર્ષમાં વિવિધ કાર્યક્રમો થયા પણ આપણો મેઇન હેતુ ક્રાંતિ શું છે એ જાણવું બહુ જરૂરી છે સો વી આર 32,000 approximate people 32,000 લોકોની આ ક્રાંતિ લગભગ 20 દેશોમાં ફેલાયેલી ક્રાંતિ છે હવે તો એવા દેશોમાંથી આપણે કે જે કદાચ આપણને કલ્પનામાં પણ આવે પણ એ દેશોમાં પણ હજી આપણા કેડીઓ વિકસી ગયા છે ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ માલ્ટા આ દેશ બહુ નાનું છે ત્યાં પણ કેડીઓ છે ભારતમાં પણ પશ્ચિમ એકમ, દક્ષિણ એકમ, ઉત્તર ભારત એકમ, મહારાષ્ટ્ર એકમ અને કચ્છ એકમ અને મુંબઈ માટે એવી રીતે 5 એકમો અને સમસ્ત માટે નામની બોડીમાં આપણું આખી જ્ઞાતિ આપણી સિસ્ટમેટિક રીતે એની વ્યવસ્થા ગોઠવાઈ છે. તો આ 32,000 જ્ઞાતિનું કી ડેટા એવું છે કે આપણે વધતા નથી, આપણે વી આર ફાઇનાન્શિયલી પ્રોગ્રેસિવ જ્ઞાતિ, પણ ઇન ટર્મ્સ ઓફ ઓવર વોલ્યુમ વી આર લાઈક પાસ્ટ કોમ્યુનિટી, વી આર ડિક્રીઝિંગ. સો ફાઇન, આપણે બધા લાગે કે આપણે 32,000 લોકો છે, 30 છે, પણ એની જે ઝડપ છે એ બહુ ફાસ્ટ પેસ, એ બહુ નોર્મલ ઝડપ નથી, 1 મીટર નથી ઘટી જાય, બહુ ફાસ્ટ ઘટી જાય છે. એક તરફ છે આપણું જે વખતે નરસિંહના શ્રીને આપણે આ પહેલાવીને આપણે પૂજનીય ગણીએ છીએ, આપણે આઈકન ગણીએ છીએ, આપણે આઈડલ ગણીએ છીએ. કેમ? કારણ કે જે તે સમયે જ્યારે આપણે લોકો માઇગ્રેટ થઈને કચ્છમાં આવ્યા, આપણી હિસ્ટ્રી જે છે સેટલિંગ ટર્મ્સ ટુ માઇગ્રેશન, ત્યારે આપણી જ્ઞાતિને એસ્ટાબ્લિશ કરવામાં એમણે મૂળભૂત ફાળો. તો આપણે ત્યારથી લઈને આપણે જોઈએ તો જ્ઞાતિમાં જે આપણું સંગઠન છે, આપણે ઓળખ છે, એ ઓળખ બીજા 200 વર્ષ સુધી, બીજા 300 વર્ષ સુધી, બીજા 500 વર્ષ સુધી કેવી રીતે મેન્ટેન થાય એ એક પ્રશ્ન થાય છે.
आगे रखा था प्रोग्राम में
આપણા ઘટતા સમાજના પોપ્યુલેશન તો એક ઇશ્યુ છે, પણ એની સાથે આટલા બધા વર્ષોમાં આપણા વડીલોએ જે એસેટ ક્રિએટ કરી, આપણી જ્ઞાતિની જે એસેટ ક્રિએટ કરી, જેમ કે અત્યારે આ બધા બેઠા છે, આપણું સુંદર દક્ષિણ એકમ, દક્ષિણ ભારત એકમે સુંદર એક વ્યવસ્થા ઊભી કરી છે. આ એક એસેટ છે જ્ઞાતિની. આવી એસેટ જે તે ટાઈમે વડીલોએ મહાજન રૂપી દેરાસરો, ગૌશાળાઓ અને ધર્મશાળાઓમાં ઊભી કરી. 90 મહાજનોમાં આ એસેટ હતી. ઘણા વર્ષોથી 90 મહાજનમાંથી અમુક મહાજનોમાં એ એસેટમાં ધીરે ધીરે ઇરોઝન થયું અને હવે એમાંથી ફક્ત 65 જેટલા મહાજનો પાસે આ એસેટ રહી છે. જો આપણે કોન્શિયસલી આના પર એક્શન નહીં કરીએ, આપણી નવી પેઢીને આ આખી વાત નહીં કહીએ, તો કાલે શું થશે એના માટેની આ આયોજન, આ વ્યવસ્થા આપણે ઊભી કરી. સૌથી પહેલું જ્ઞાતિ શિબિર એ અમદાવાદ ખાતે પશ્ચિમ એકમ અને કચ્છ એકમના જોઈન્ટ વેન્ચરમાં થયું, જેમાં જ્ઞાતિ શિબિરમાં ફક્ત મહાજનના જે હોદ્દેદારો છે, જે ટ્રસ્ટીઓ છે, એમને આપણે બોલાવ્યા. એનું કારણ છે કે અલ્ટિમેટલી ઇમ્પ્લિમેન્ટેશન એમને કરવાનું છે. આજે મહાજનના હોદ્દેદારો કે મહાજનના ટ્રસ્ટીઓ, મહાજનના જે ટ્રસ્ટીઓ છે, એ ટ્રસ્ટી નું રોલ એ છે કે આપણું મહાજન એકત્રિત રહે, સંચાલન કરે, એકબીજાનું કોર્ડિનેશન થતું રહે અને જ્ઞાતિ વધતી રહે અને કોર્ડિનેટેડ રહે. There is a basic reason for it. I will go into a little bit history and I will also go into some meaningful discussions. આપણે બધા જાણીએ છીએ કે જ્ઞાતિની જરૂર શું છે અને જ્ઞાતિની ઓળખ શું છે. આ બધા માટે કોઈ એક્સપ્લેનેશન કરવાની જરૂર નથી, પણ છતાંય આજે જ્યારે ઘરમાં કોઈ સંકટ આવે છે, ઘરમાં કોઈ ખુશીનો મોકો આવે છે, તો આપણને આપણી લોકો આજુબાજુ દેખાય છે. જરા ધ્યાનથી વિચારજો. જ્યારે ઘરમાં કોઈ સંકટ આવે છે તો પહેલા આપણા જ્ઞાતિના લોકો આપણને આજુબાજુ દેખાય છે. Ultimately, it is our community for which we are all bound. આપણો જન્મ આ જ્ઞાતિમાં થયો છે એનું ઋણ તો છે જ, પણ ફક્ત શું આ ઋણના માટે આપણે જ્ઞાતિ ફોકસ છે એવું નથી. આપણે સ્વાર્થી બની જવાનું છે. હકીકત એ છે કે આપણા જે ખુશીઓ મોકો છે એ આપણને આપણી જ્ઞાતિમાં શેર કરવાની મજા આવે છે. આપણા જે દુઃખના મોકાઓ છે એમાં આપણને જ્ઞાતિ ભેગી જોઈએ છે. અને એટલા માટે જો આ જ્ઞાતિ સ્વરૂપ આયોજન નહીં રહે તો એ ખ્યાલ વધારે ભયંકર છે આવતા જનરેશન. જ્યારે આપણા નેક્સ્ટ જનરેશનમાં ઘરમાં કંઈ દુઃખદ થાય અને આજુબાજુ આપણા રીતિ રિવાજ આપણા સપોર્ટ સિસ્ટમની ગેરહાજરી થશે તો કેવું લાગશે? It is like having one child and more child. Unfortunately, I have one child, so I know કે આપણે એક બાળક હોય ઘરમાં તો એના પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ શું હોય છે. તો એને કાયમ એક સાંભળી જરૂર હોય છે. આ બધા પ્રશ્નો બહુ જ બેઝિક અને બહુ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે. જો એનું ડિસ્કશન કરીને એનું એક્ઝિક્યુશન નહીં કરીએ તો આપણે કદાચ we will not justify ourselves કે આપણે જ્ઞાતિના નસ્તિકનો આગેવાનો કાં તો કોઈને કોઈ કમિટી મેમ્બર્સમાં આપણે ભાગ લઈ જઈએ છીએ. દેટ ઇઝ નોટ જસ્ટિફાઈડ. કારણ કે જ્ઞાતિની એસેટ સંભાળવી ફક્ત એ જરૂરી નથી. જ્ઞાતિને જોડે રાખીએ કે જ્ઞાતિ ડેવલપ થાય એ જરૂરી છે. જ્ઞાતિના જે ફંડામેન્ટલ વિચારો છે એ ઇન્ટેક્ટ રહે. દેટ ઇઝ મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ. સો હું થોડી ફાઉન્ડેશન આપતો હતો, પણ વન્સ અગેન દક્ષિણ એકમ, દક્ષિણ ભારત એકમ અને અહીંના સાઉથના બધા એકમોને આગેવાની લઈ અને ચિંતન શિબિર માટે ભેગા થવાનું નક્કી કર્યું. એના માટે ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. ખૂબ અનુમોદનીય છે કે સવારથી એમની કોર્ડિનેશન મીટિંગ થઈ અને એના પછી આપણે હવે જ્ઞાતિ શિબિર 2માં મળ્યા છે. 5 જ્ઞાતિ શિબિરનું આયોજન કચ્છ અને પશ્ચિમ વિભાગનું ફેઝ 1 બહુ જ સકારાત્મક ડે લોંગ સમિટ. કારણ કે લોકો વધારે હતા, બટ ઓબ્વિયસલી તે લોકોએ ભેગા થઈને હાજરી વધારે જ હોય, ડિસ્કશન બી વધારે હતા. વેરી ગુડ મિક્સ ઓફ યુથ, મિડલ એજ પીપલ એન્ડ વડીલ. બધાના ઓપિનિયન આવ્યા અને એનો ઓપિનિયન શેર કરી સાથે એમની વાતમાં બહુ જ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ વાતો થઈ. અને ઘણા કદાચ આપણે દૂરથી બેસીને સમજી નથી શકતા એ બધી વાતો સામે આવી કે મૂળ પ્રોબ્લેમ શું છે. દેટ ઇઝ કમ ફ્રોમ ધ યુથ. જ્ઞાતિ શિબિર 3 મહારાષ્ટ્રમાં, જ્ઞાતિ શિબિર 4 રાયપુર ખાતે અને 5નું મુંબઈ ખાતે. આવી રીતે 5 જ્ઞાતિ શિબિરનું આયોજન છે. આ જ્ઞાતિ શિબિરોમાંથી જે પણ એક્શનેબલ આઇટમ છે એને સેન્ટ્રલ એક્શન કરીશું. પણ મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ ઇઝ ટુ કેરી આઉટ એક્શન્સ હિયર. દક્ષિણ એકમના સંચાલનમાં મહાજન સાથે આ એક્શન થાય એ સૌથી વધારે ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે. તો આજે આપણા પાસે વાગ્યા છે 2:58. આપણા પાસે પ્રિસાઇઝલી લગભગ 3 કલાકની ચર્ચાનો સમય છે. 6:04 સુધી આપણે ચર્ચા કરીશું. એ 3 કલાકમાં અંદર આપણે એક્શનેબલ આઇટમ પણ બનાવવાનું છે. એટલે આગળ શું એ પણ કરવાનું છે. ચર્ચા શરૂ થાય એના પહેલા સમસ્ત સમાજના પ્લેટફોર્મ પર શું શું કામ થઈ રહ્યું છે તે મારી નૈતિક જવાબદારી છે એની વાત કરવી. એટલે આપણે થોડી વાત કરીએ. સમસ્ત સમાજનું ચતુર્થ સંમેલન પછી એના 7 પ્રોગ્રામોની શરૂઆત થઈ. પહેલો પ્રોગ્રામ લગભગ 150 પેટર્ન છે અને લગભગ એવરેજ ટાઈમ 12 કલાકથી 20 કલાકમાં સંખ્યા 50,000 થી લઈને 12 લાખ સુધીની સંખ્યાઓનું ડિસ્બર્સમેન્ટ થઈ જાય છે અને બહુ જ ટ્રાન્સપરન્ટ કોઓર્ડિનેટેડ સિસ્ટમથી સંજીવની પ્રોગ્રામ ચાલી રહ્યો છે. એના સાથે સાથે કમિટીના સભ્યો બહુ સારું કામ કરી રહ્યા છે અને દક્ષિણ ભારતથી બહુ નોટિસેબલ ફાળો એમાં આવે છે, જેની પર અનુમોદના સમસ્ત માટેના પ્લેટફોર્મથી અત્યારે દક્ષિણ ભારત એકમ અને બધા મહાજનોને હું પર્સનલી કહેવા માંગુ છું કે દક્ષિણ ભારતમાંથી આમ ફાળો સારો રહ્યો છે એ આ પ્રોજેક્ટની. બીજું દિવ્યાંગ યોજના, જેમાં આપણે રાત્રિના 122 દિવ્યાંગોનું આઈડેન્ટિફિકેશન કરી એમને પ્રોત્સાહન કરી એમનું કંઈ ને કંઈ એન્ટરપ્રેનર જર્ની એમની શરૂ થાય, એમને કંઈ ને કંઈ એક્ટિવિટી શરૂ થાય એવી સ્કીમ સાથે આપણે કુલ 40,000 રૂપિયાનું કલેક્શન અને ડિસ્બર્સમેન્ટ થયું છે. પણ આ પૈસા આપણે દિવ્યાંગોને અલગ અલગ રીતે મદદ કરીએ છીએ. હવે આ કેમ ઓબ્જેક્ટિવ ઇઝ કે દિવ્યાંગ આપણી જ કમ્યુનિટીમાંથી આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ થઈ અને ઇન્ક્લુઝિવ થાય. એમની ટ્રીપ હમણાં એક મહાબળેશ્વર એમને 2 દિવસ માટે બધા એક ટ્રીપ થઈ એના પહેલા એનું સ્પોર્ટ્સ ડાયરેક્ટર થયું અને પ્લસ ફિનાન્શિયલ એસિસ્ટન્સ તો છે જ. એટલે આપણે ખબર હોય કે આપણી જ્ઞાતિમાં 140 જેટલા દિવ્યાંગોની સાથે આ કામ થઈ રહ્યું છે, જે કામ અફોર્ડિંગ છે. ત્રીજું, એમને જે દિવ્યાંગોની ખાસ ફિનાન્શિયલ પરિસ્થિતિ સારી નથી, ઘરમાં એકલા છે, કોઈ સંભાળવું નથી, એમને ₹4,000 પર મંથની એસિસ્ટન્સ પણ આપણે એડિશનલી કરી. ધર્મોત્રી જ્ઞાતિમાં રહેતા સિનિયર સિટીઝન્સ માટેના કાર્યક્રમ તેના ચેરપર્સન એમાં છે. એમાં કુલ ₹20,000 ડિસ્બર્સમેન્ટ થયું છે અને ₹1,000 વ્હીલ ચેર ઘણી બધી મદદો આપણે મેળવી કરીએ છીએ. જ્ઞાતિ ભૈયા આપણી જ્ઞાતિનું પબ્લિકેશન 360 ઇશ્યુ એના બહાર આવ્યા છે. 360 ઇશ્યુઝ દર અઠવાડિયે અચૂક જ્ઞાતિ ભૈયાનું ઇશ્યુ બહાર પડે છે ડિજિટલ વર્ઝનમાં. જ્ઞાતિની B2B કમિટી જેના ચેરપર્સન રાજેશભાઈ છે, એમાં 6,000 મેમ્બર્સ છે, 6,000 મેમ્બર્સ અને 6,000 મેમ્બર રોજનું ફાઇનાન્શિયલ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન કરી રહ્યા છે. ફક્ત ફેસબુક અને સોશિયલ મીડિયાથી આ કામ પૂરું કરવામાં આવે છે અને વિવિધ ધંધાઓ હાઉસહોલ્ડ, એર કન્ડિશનિંગ, સ્ટીલ, ટ્રાન્સપોર્ટ એવા વિવિધ બિઝનેસીસ એની સાથે સંકળાયેલા છે. જ્ઞાતિનું નારી શક્તિ યોજના, જેમાં બધી જ્ઞાતિની આપણી જે લેડીઝ છે એ બધાના નેટવર્ક સાથે આ નારી શક્તિ યોજના ચાલી રહી છે. આવું કાર્યક્રમ સમસ્ત મહાજન પહેલેલું છે, પણ સમસ્ત મહાજનનું મૂળભૂત કાર્યક્રમ એ આપણા બધા મહાજનો અને એકમોને કોઓર્ડિનેટ કરી અને એમની સાથે કોઓર્ડિનેટેડ પ્રોગ્રામ લેવો અને પ્રોગ્રામ કરવો એ છે. Our whole agenda is to keep our network alive. એટલે આ મહાજનરૂપી સંસ્થાઓ અને એકમરૂપી આયોજનનું મહાસમિતિના માળખા પર એને કન્ટિન્યુઅસલી અપડેટ રાખવું, જ્ઞાતિમાં નેટવર્ક રાખવું, જ્ઞાતિ સાથે ટચમાં રહેવું, આ સમસ્ત મહાજનનો એજન્ડા છે, જે ચતુર્થ જ્ઞાતિ સંમેલન પછી પાછા 6 વર્ષથી એની કોશિશ ચાલુ છે. મુંબઈ ખાતેની આપણી ઓફિસ મનીષભાઈ એમાં મેનેજર તરીકે છે અને આ ઓફિસનું સંચાલન સંચાલન બધું જ આપણા મેનેજિંગ ટ્રસ્ટીઓના મદદથી ચાલી રહ્યું છે. એમાં અમારા મેનેજિંગ ટ્રસ્ટી કીર્તિભાઈ સી ભણવા અંદર રહે છે. This is a very brief introduction of our community. આપ બધા જાણો છો કે બીજું ઘણા બધા કામો મહાજન અલગ અલગ વિવિધ મહાજન કરતા હોય છે અને એ ચાલુ છે. હવે આજની મીટિંગ ચાલુ કરતા પહેલા લાઈક કે આપણે બધા બ્રીફલી ખાલી એક આપણું પોતાનું નામ, ગામનું નામ અને શું વ્યવસાયમાં આપણે છે, શું કરીએ છીએ એનું જરા એક બ્રીફ ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન આપણે કરીએ. આપણે 30-40 લોકો છે, ફટાફટ પતી જશે. અને અહીંથી ચાલુ કરીએ સો દેટ વી ઓલ બીકમ ફેમિલિયર વિથ ધીસ. તમે ગામનું નામ, હાલ ક્યાં આવો છો અને જસ્ટ માઇન્ડ વોટ યુ આર ડુઈંગ. મારું નામ નિશિત છે. હાલ વડોદરા, ગામ તેરા, ફાયર સેફ્ટી મેન્યુફેક્ચરિંગ બિઝનેસ છે અને સમસ્ત માર્કેટમાં જનરલ સેક્રેટરી તરીકે સોશિયલ
મારું નામ ભુવન છે. તમે સૌ જાણો છો હુબલીમાં રહું છું અને અમારું ટ્રેડિંગનું કામ છે અને દક્ષિણ ભારતમાં પ્લેન થકી અને હું એઝ અ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ 10 વર્ષથી છું અને મારાથી બનતી શક્તિ પ્રમાણે સેવા આપું છું.
સતીશ દેવજી સતીશ દેવજી શાહ છે. કમ્પ્યુટરનો બિઝનેસ છે. એ દક્ષિણ ભારતમાં હું છેલ્લા 20 વર્ષથી એઝ અ સેક્રેટરી તરીકે છું. અને બેંગ્લોરમાં જ હું છેલ્લા 12 વર્ષથી પ્રેસિડેન્ટ છું.
ગામ નલિયા.
નામ નલિયા, સોરી.
कीर्ति नदी तरफ से मदद की ट्रस्टी समस्त महाजन दक्षिण भारत एकम करते सर हाल बेंगलोर सुप्रीम निवासी ट्रांसफॉर्म कर सर.
जय हिंद, प्रणाम. हेमा मणिकांत मोमाया, कच्छ, गाम भराड़िया, हाले हैदराबाद. व्यवसाय मारो केटरिंग છે, ગૌરવ કેટરર્સના નામથી ને DBKDO એકમ વાઇસ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ ને હૈદરાબાદ KDO મહાજનનો પ્રમુખ. થેન્ક યુ.
સર સુજુ સોની કદકથી હાલ કદક ગામ માકુ કપાસનો
जय जिनेन्द्र. शरद हेमराज मोमाया, कच्छ गाम मराड़िया, आलोली, सीकेसी सारस्वती महाजन बोलीनो सेक्रेटरी છું. વ્યવસાય વાળો કસ્ટમર છે.
પ્રણામ. મારું નામ નીતિન રવિચંદ્ર ડોડાયા, ગામ નાની થાવડી અને મારો વ્યવસાય હું રિલાયન્સ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીઝનો પ્લાસ્ટિક ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીનો ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુટર છું કોઈમ્બતુર એરિયામાં અને DBKDOમાં કમિટી મેમ્બર છું અને કોઈમ્બતુર મહાજનમાં ક્લાસ સેક્રેટરી તરીકે સેવા આપું છું.
ભરત રવિચંદ્રસિંહ મોકલી ગામ ચંદોરા માર્યો પછી આઈ એમ એન ઇન્સ્યોરન્સ સર્વેયર એન્ડ જોઈન્ટ સેક્રેટરી DBKDO JAIN EKKAM બેંગ્લોર એન્ડ સ્ટેઇંગ એટ હુબલી.
जय जिनेन्द्र. राजेश मोमाया, गांव सैलो અને હાલ ચેન્નઈ બિઝનેસ है एनुअल ज्वेलरी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एंड होलसेल जो मैं चेन्नई KDO महाजन सेक्रेटरी અને समस्त महाजन का ट्रस्टी हूँ. थैंक यू.
जय जिनेन्द्र, प्रणाम. नितेश रविचंद्र डोडाया, गाम नलिया, हाले बेंगलोर. व्यवसाय IT प्रोफेशनल. કચ્છના સંસ્થા બેંગ્લોર મહાજનનો સેક્રેટરી છું અને દક્ષિણ ભારત એકમનો જોઈન્ટ સેક્રેટરી છું. થેન્ક યુ.
जय जय बहुत चंतन आम हुबली आम तेरा ट्रस्टी ट्रेजरर हुबली महाजन. थैंक यू. बिजनेस इज फ्लोरिंग.
जय जिनेन्द्र. भाविक कीर्ति मोमाया, भराड़िया, कोयम्बतूर
secretary and I'm into cotton brokerage. Engineer, Jitin Chimangaldan, Ram Lala, Hal Kanpur, Shakti Kure Karine Ankarata cotton brokerage.
Dinesh Gnati Lodaya, which currently in Bangalore also. However, in the company as a profession, electrical engineering company. I am retired, but I am just continuing.
From Mission Companies Nala, Ram Tira, Coimbatore. I am in cotton business and I am committee member of Euro. Thank you.
हम परेश नवीन होना कोचिंग की कोचिंग दिला से रस्म हो गई है ने केडीओ में प्रेशर में ने बिजनेस कोकरेट हो
मेरे जैसे प्रणव इतना तो दिने कैसे होना गांव सुप्री आलू टीम के जो प्रेसिडेंट है जो अकाउंटिंग में टैक्स टैक्स
Jika masalah legal Ramesh lagi tu na hal supaya काम coaching account executive या अथवा रिकॉर्ड मॉडल coaching मुझे नाम ऋषभ परेश मोटा है काम नलिया हल coaching मैं इंटीरियर डिजाइनिंग करना तो मुंबई
परेश मुझे जुड़ा ट्रेडिंग व्यवसाय में काम करता हूँ जय जंगल प्रणा तेजस परेश मुझे जुड़ा काम करता हूँ ट्रेडिंग में कंसल्टेंसी बेसिस
इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक
जय जिनेंद्र जिन्होंने विश्व शांति उठाया धाम पश्चिम से आया जो बिजनेस है हार्डवेयर इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोसेस इंडस्ट्रियल सप्लाई और फास्टर से करना है थैंक यू
DBKDO JAIN EKKAM Kishore Kodaya on studying BCom third year and also currently doing a part-time business. Thank you. Part-time business.
जिनेंद्र मेनके हम हार्दिक स्वागत है काम साहब हल बैंगलोर स्टडी एंड पार्ट-टाइम बिजनेस
परेश तंजी धरमसी आल बैंगलोर सूत्री काम है फैब्रिकेशन
थोड़ा इधर लेना पड़ेगा तभी आवाज
थैंक यू
जय जिनेंद्र मैंने सेक्रेटरी गुलाब शेड़ा गांव नरेगा आल बैंगलोर and I'm an engineer work with the Toyota Kirosno Motors. They have a factory in Bangalore and I'm an engineer there.
जय जिनेंद्र और रविंद्र कृष्ण गांव जखो यह गलती पर है बैंगलोर और सिर्फ जिसके लिए बैंगलोर में जन्म के लिए इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर
जय जिनेंद्र अमीशा रविंद्र हरीश मुगर एक्चुअली गांव जखो आल बैंगलोर सोनाटा सर्विसेज में और चीफ डिलीवरी ऑफिसर
After marriage also, Khan,
पर्सन जरूर नहीं या जय जय आवेमा गुलाक्षया गाम नलिया आम बैंगलोर मैनेजिंग महासमिति के मेंबर दक्षिण भारत एकम कमेटी के मेंबर बैंगलोर महाजन कमेटी के मेंबर एंड आई एम ट्रस्टी फॉर VIPG कन्या छात्रालय एंड वर्किंग विद हॉस्टल इन मुंबई and the dedicated outlet in Malaysia.
Pranam, Jai Jai, Nirmala KG Maiseri, Gam, Hal Bangalore, Gam Nalia. Basically, advocate and freelancing with my brother and his business, the computers, and Manmoji area, Jiti Kapesari. I can sit at home, I can teach on dharmic classes in the आर्यरक्षण विद्यापीठ के बच्चे के सारे बाजू धर्म जो सिखाने का सो
ये जय जय और मेरा कुछ बड़ा वाला ये हाल में
I'm also a joint secretary in Bangalore Margin.
बड़े के जय जय और मेरा के बच्चे काम सब या मुझे ऐसा बात करना
राजेंद्र तेजी मैसेरी हाल बैंगलोर
नलिया
नलिया गांव नलिया प्रोफेशनल है
नलिया जो समय को बराबर है मैं नलिया से नहीं और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग
और मनीष सत्याल हो रहा है मोटी फाउंडी और डोगरी समाज मैनेजमेंट मैनेजमेंट की थैंक यू.
So thank you everybody. Amazing, interesting groups of people, artists, advocates, consultants in consulting company, IT, transport, fabrication, spices, insurance, petrochemical, plastic engineering, again IT and transport. Food business, catering, and fire safety. So, yeah. સૌથી પહેલો બેંગ્લોર સાથે બહુ જ એસોસિએશન વધારે ખૂબ સારું અને આઈ ઓલવેઝ ફીલ વેરી પ્રાઉડ ટુ કમ હિયર. પ્રાઉડ કારણ કે મારી જનરેશન નેક્સ્ટ જી એની આઈડેન્ટિટી है. DBKDO जो ये बिल्डिंग है जे प्रीवियस जनरेशन को मानना पड़ेगा वो कच्छ में बना अने कच्छ की कोई आने खबर है कि बिजनेस ना करे माइग्रेट किया अने जे जितनी शक्ति हुई कोचिंग में माजनवाड़ी बनाया गदर बनाया हुगली में तो जबरदस्त कंट्रोल एटलीस्ट इंडिया में गुजरात में मरे जो मॉडर्न लार्ज रेवेन्यू એટલે ઇન્કમ બહુ સારા ને સારી અને સેલ્ફ સસ્ટેનિંગ વર્ક DBKDO ને આ મોડેલ માધ્યમથી ભેગા થઈ અને ધીસ ઇઝ અ યુ નો iconic building which can reflect what our community can achieve if we are all together. So, big round of applause to all of you. Very जबरदस्त ये है. I'm always proud and happy. Very well maintained place. સૌથી પહેલા તો I have given you some background कि कोई प्रॉब्लम है. So we will discuss on 3 issues. The issue of घटती वस्ती. From where? घटती वस्ती तो शू? એટલે ઘટતી વસ્તી એટલે આપણી ઓવરઓલ ક્વોન્ટિટી જે છે એ ઓછી થઈ. સગપણ લગ્ન એવું પછી વાત કરીશું કે બીજો વિષય છે કે જ્ઞાતિમાં સગપણો અને લગ્ન એ ઘટતા થઈ રહ્યા છે. This is also fact. There is a second issue. Third issue is that આપણી જે young married આપણા જે couples છે એમાં છૂટાછેડા divorce cases ના ઘણા બધા instances છે. પણ ઘણીવાર આ કેસીસ થોડા બગડી જાય છે. It goes to the legal way, it goes in a very different way. So, what is the solution for that? There is a third issue. And a fourth issue definitely remains is involving youth and Kutch. એટલે સમય વખતે આપણે ચોધાઈશનો વાત કરશું તો આપણે શરૂ કરીએ આપણી ચિંતન શિબિર. એનું ફોર્મેટ એવું હોય છે કે દરેક અહીંયા જે પણ ભાઈ છે એ પોતાનું હાથ ઊંચું કરે, માઇક લે અને પોતાની વાત રાખે. પહેલાં આપણે કારણોની સમીક્ષા કરીશું કે વોટ આર ધ રીઝન્સ અને ધેન વોટ ઇઝ ધ સોલ્યુશન. સો ઘટતી જતી વસ્તી is basically decreasing number of people in our community. What would be the solution? What is the problem? We can discuss. આ બધા જ સોલ્યુશન ત્યાંથી ચિંતન શિબિર એકમાં ચર્ચાયા, એના સોલ્યુશન નીકળ્યા અને એના લોકલ ઇમ્પ્લિમેન્ટેશન શરૂ થઈ ગયા છે. એની પહેલી રિવ્યુ મીટિંગ ઓક્ટોબરમાં છે. એટલે કંઈ ખાલી વાતો નથી કરવાના. આપણે બિલકુલ ખુદાદિલથી નોર્મલી લાઈક અ ફેમિલી વી હેવ ટુ ડિસ્કસ. અલ્ટિમેટલી KDO ઇઝ વન લાર્જ ફેમિલી. 32,000 લોકો અને એમ જોવો તો એક મહાજનોમાં 100-150 ઘર છે, 300-400 લોકો છે. એક મોટું કુટુંબ છે. દરેક વાત આપણે નિખાલસતાથી અને એકદમ ક્લિયરલી વાત કરીશું. કંઈ બી સજેશન હોય, કોઈ બી આઈડિયા હોય તો આપણે ભેગી કરીએ. કારણ કે અગેન રિમેમ્બર ધીસ ઇઝ YouTube લાઈવ અને બધા જ આપણા પ્રોગ્રામ YouTube લાઈવમાં આખી સમાજ કોમ્યુનિટી જોએ, એમને પણ ખબર પડે કે તમારો ઓપિનિયન શું છે. અમદાવાદનું પણ લાઈવ હતું YouTube, એમાંથી જેમને સમય હશે એ જોઈ શકે છે. આ રેકોર્ડેડ પ્રોગ્રામ છે, પછીથી પણ જોઈ શકો છો. પણ ઘણા બધા સારા સજેશન આવ્યા છે, એ પણ હું લઈને આવ્યો છું કે ત્યાં આગળ શું સજેશન હતા. પણ અહીંયા પહેલાં આપણે લોકલ નહીં. લેટ્સ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ ધ પ્રોબ્લેમ. That is it a problem in South India? બેંગ્લોરમાં, કોચીનમાં, ગદગમાં, હુગલીમાં તમે શું આ પ્રોબ્લેમ નોટિસ કર્યો છે? એને ક્વોન્ટિફાઈ કર્યો છે કે શું વસ્તી ઘટી રહી છે કે વધી રહી છે? સો લેટ્સ ડિસ્કસ. મહાજનભાઈ જેને પણ બોલવું હોય, બેંગ્લોરમાં શું થઈ રહ્યું છે, કોઈ ઓબ્ઝર્વેશન હોય તો માઇક અહીંયા છે, અહીંયાથી હું રિક્વેસ્ટ કરીશ કે કોઈને બોલવું હોય તો મનીષ પ્લીઝ તમે Please don't hesitate, huh? Just, yeah, please.
The reason because अपनी ये संख्या ओછી થવાનું કારણ કે આપણી દીકરીઓ જ્ઞાન ન લાવે પરણાવે છે, એ એક રીઝન થઈ શકે છે. અને બીજું જે છે કે આજે ન્યુક્લિયર ફેમિલીઝ, નાની ફેમિલીઓ થવાનું કારણ મોંઘવારી છે. છોકરાઓને ભણાવવા માટે
Absolutely right. Both these points are very relevant. Both the points are very relevant. Financial आपने लगाए थे. There is a case.
For middle class family, for them to afford for schooling, colleges today, it's becoming a little too difficult is what we understand. I mean, most of
It's
the
a fact. Today, any school is charging a lakh rupee fee.
minimum that is what I would say is kindergarten.
So
It goes upwards.
it could be one of the reasons. Exactly. And second is Gnati Mali, आपने जो video बाहर पढ़ने से that could not be a reason because ultimately Gnati Mali जितना बाहर पढ़ने का है, boys could be getting girls from outside. So outside economy. That could not be the reason. But a issue is the girls are getting married outside. But reasons. But point number 2 is a very relevant thing because this is pointed in Gnati Shibir one also that financial reason is also a reason for not going for second child. Anybody else? Please. What is your opponent color separate?
Hello.
Yeah.
एक जीवन का कारण है फैमिली न्यूक्लियर फैमिली सिंपलिटी हस्बैंड वाइफ चाइल्ड तो कुछ कोई जना आजकल पेरेंट्स वर्क करता है तो they don't want to have one child city उम्र को बिना क्रेज में रखे चिंता होने के person and both are working so they don't have time even if they have money they are both earning well but still they don't have the time to bring up the child in a proper way because both are working then family भी clear है elders और family में दादा दादी में बड़ा में या में तो family में बच्चा भी नहीं मिला पर वो मेरा खबर न था like we are relevant to our parents असी बड़े किला बड़ा का everyone educated everyone settled but किला बड़ा क्यों मेरा खबर नहीं है because joint family nuclear family that also works
as a कोई इश्यू नहीं है कि if you just compare with the मारवाड़ी समाज and मारवाड़ी समाज में बिया खेलना at the age of 20 25 या 26 years में मैरिज किया અને ઉમને બધી ફેમિલી છે અમારે સોનેજી સીડી પહોંચો અને આજે સમાજમાં સોનેજી સીડી why because આજે ઉમને મેરેજ requirement 26 to 30 or 30 above तो उनके ऊपर जो पा fertility है whatever it is that is also comes a big question mark and this is one of the very serious issue I think so marriage जो period है 20 to 25 के बीच में बड़े बड़े समाज में I think so he issue somewhat certain percentage we can make
The major problem is आज our संस्कृति भूल गए हैं कि we are thinking more about our career, more about other things. So this is a very important aspect of a family or a generation of a tree, family tree. Very important है कि parents के they have to groom the children, they have to educate them that we need a family. आगे छोकरा करना, आगे बड़ा छोकरा करना, करना छोकरा जी अस्ता वाता घर में तो वातावरण खुशी तो हो અને જેને કે મળી લાગે તો ન્યૂ જનરેશન ખૂબ લાગે તો કે આગે કોઈ છોકરો કરે there not understanding of value of it. See, that is very important. Awareness, it should start from the family and awareness about it. It is a part of life. It's a part of life cycle. અને માગે સંસ્કાર કરી નાખતા કે આજે સમાજ વધે અને મારી ફેમિલી વધે અને મારી કુટુંબ સારો રહે फैमिली के बराबर हम तो सारा छोटा मोटा कर रहे हैं संस्कृति होने का संस्कार होगा तो फैमिली बराबर होगा इनके वो इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं जरूर है कि ओनली करियर में हमारे नॉन यूथ की बच्ची में इट इज पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ एंड नॉट द एंड ऑफ लाइफ इज ओनली अदर थिंग एंड दिस फैमिली लाइफ इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पिलर ऑफ इट टू होल्ड अ फैमिली.
I think so.
sailing through all these things. So one is fear. And why that fear is, I have seen my parents, they have struggled to give us education, they have struggled to make us strong on our food. And so we have to give time to ourselves and find the individuality and identity. And who's hitro time the crucial time of fertility jo, या crucial time of giving family time. So and when we grow a child, another fear is ki, are we ready for the second child? By the time that acceptance, the second problem what I see is the acceptance. By the time we, as our generation, which is neither here nor here, we get delayed in accepting the fact that ki paiso arja samare no milo. We are there also. So in that and pancha identity, family kiya hai, society kiya hai, mood kiya hai, mujhe career kiya hai. We are just bored about all these things, and by the time we understand all that thing, and the fear for a lady to give a birth again to a child is another thing which goes. I have been talking to many of my sisters, cousins, so they all say the same thing, ki I don't want to go through that pain again. And that's the reason, everyone is trying to avoid the second thing. It's a subconscious mental choice. And the third and the major problem what I went through in my thing, rather than calling it problems like acceptance delay, is in adapting or staying between the Western culture and the Indian culture. Being in IT profession, I was always with my Western friends. They are not preferring any kid itself. So I have been, giving our time, our career, our life, everything, and not doing what I want to do. So these are the three perspectives I just wanted to take on.
I'm Priyanka. I have an anti-pass coach. And I think with all honesty, I second my mommy and second her. Because yes, the females go through a lot of fear, but there's a lot of acceptance issues in our own community. Wouldn't want to comment that there are certain powerhouses and then there's a certain fear a girl goes through. She has to think, no, you can't talk like this, you can't do this is not how the community will accept you. And sometimes you get a door open in, of course I'm not into Western culture. I have married a Marwadi and I accept how their family parents go around. But the acceptance in the own families of the male gender, patriarchal society, sorry to say that, sometimes it's so overwhelming to the ladies or the girl when they're going through their adolescence. It's very difficult. And with all honesty, you're a single child. So you don't know whom to speak, what you do. So when you go through it, you try to choose a way where you feel, okay, this is easy. It's giving a little mental peace. This is something that I keep learning over. And that's how we choose our choices of not going within the community or going out of the community. Sometimes the acceptance of how we are, or letting us accept, or the society is okay, give you the room being a female. And of course, I know Fatania very closely. And I can relate when I was small, and when I would go crafting business, I would say, oh, this is not something that a community will look at. And today, when I look up at her, I closely, speak to her, it's a pride. Was this there to me before? No. So sometimes you feel the circle around you is not letting you breathe and exhale. And that's where this decision was for me. This was my personal perception. Could be quite a few ladies whom I know have the similar ones who've done in the other community. But this is one of the things where girls need to be accepted, given the room for themselves also to speak. A table on the chair is where they can also voice out. It's equally important.
A young generation.
उनका खास जो मुझे प्रमाण होगा अगर आप कोई मिस्टेक बोल दूंगा सुनते हो थिंकिंग अगर बोलो अगर तो ये हम 1982 में बैंगलोर आए आना मैं को बैचलर अप टू 9 इयर्स ભાઈ મળ્યા આખી પ્રદર્શનથી વિજ્ઞાન શીખવાડતા એમાં બેન ગુલાબભાઈને કહેવા ત્યારે પગથી લો કે લગભગ 40-45 ઘર હતા મિળેના કેની પૂરા નથી ના એનું કારણ બોલો તો હું ટાઈમ કર્યો અને આખી ટાઈમ દરમિયાન મને ભણેલા એકડા કોઈ છોકરાઓ હતા અને મને દૂર રહેતા એટલે ઊભી ફરક કહેવાય અને એટલો ને કે કોઈ છોકરા છે સમાજ સાથે કે સમાજ તો જૈન ધર્મ કે કોઈ કે ન પાડો मैंने पेंटर के साथ पेंट किया कि जरा बोलता थोड़ा भी होना होता कहीं ना होता हाँ तो छोटा भी होता है हम भी समान होता है पर ये लोग का फंक्शन तो मेन फंक्शन होता है समझो कि कोई ठीक है कि बड़ा मैनेजर होगा थोड़ा 100% बुझाता है उम्मीद के खबर होता है सारे फंक्शन तो तो सकता असल क्रिश्चियन खाने हैं इन्हें सारे बाकी संजय चोपड़ा है कासन नागरिक जिनको भी बाजार भाव रहता है वो पेंटर साथ धर्म के फॉलो करिए पर कम्युनिटी से मैं चिंता की तो पहुंचना कर सकते वो बड़ा धोखा है तो 30-40-45 किलो चरण को करिए ये मुझे दृष्टिकोण है एनीथिंग रॉन्ग सॉरी थैंक यू
यंगस्टर्स
ओके
out of the perspective we are doing, I think our generation, we have mainly put out our time trying to build up our careers. We are in down the place to politics, which are being in one society, that was never the case for me. What has happened is we have tried to build up our own careers, combine it. Of course, yeah, it was which is very important. You sort of thought that if we had going for Bollywood, then again we get stuck. Musically, I would say we never joined by any awareness here because of population. In fact, now, movies are population also because they are short. We just notice and realize that. That's why we do that awareness of the and that is the perspective of what we are seeing. How do we change it? I don't know.
Okay. I think आवाज में तो वो आना भी एकदम सी टोटल पार्टी जो है फैमिली है ना ये लगभग 8,000 8,000 फैमिली है 8,000 फैमिली की जो है इनमें आई नेवर के 8,000 फैमिली into 4 એટલે 32,000 થાય એક એવરેજ જીવા અને ખાલી નંબરથી ગણિત થયો કે 8,000 ફેમિલી into 4 आहे 32,000 आहे now what will happen after 3 years number of families will get to 7,000 into 3. So it is not only 8,000 to 7,000. It is 32,000 to 21,000. You understand what we are talking about. So then 6,000 into 3 and then 5,000. So we are dealing with an issue which is important. Few perspectives which are from the whole thing. Can sum it up, but I would like to, take some opinions from the head table among my villagers. Like, if you want to talk about it, what is this problem?
Hello, here we are. Many सोने उठिया मूल बाबत कोई राजेश भाई क्या क मारवाड़ी समाज के अंदर रेडी छोड़ी हुई बिया चुने कोई लगे पाने वाला मो वो उन्होंने तो पाने फैमिली के लिए हुआ पाने फैमिली बनवा धर्म ने संस्कार हुआ धर्म की बोल में and we feel that we are most modern now modern outlook बोली modern होने वाला बोलो have you gone deep we have lost the value of the family. Family value and family જે value હોય છે અને પાછા આથી પણ ભાવ તો મુજે કઈ છોકરા ખબર કોણ કોની તો સંયુક્ત કુટુંબ કોઈ છોકરા થાય તો કેટલી બધા ચિંતા ખબર નથી અને સંયુક્ત કુટુંબ રહ્યું ને છોકરા છોકરી પણ ભણેલા હતા working it is so costly તો working કેવું પડે that is one of the reason તો ભાઈ working service એની completely એના છોકરા નતા કરતા see but I am the સંયુક્ત કુટુંબ એવો હતો that would have been solved અડોકી પણ that is one of the reason excuse me અને એમાં પૂછો તો ભાઈ કે ये तो पेन में यही वो ना करो वो ग्रह लिवर see that mentality has come from the संस्कार विज्ञान में नहीं वो पानी बोलने के लिए हमारा सही तो उनकी हमारा क्या विचार करो कभी नहीं आती ये भाव है ऐसी पानी भाव पर पानी में तो अगर पानी के लोग छोड़ दो पानी के रहते हैं ऐसे तेरा पानी रहते हैं why बोला तो आई विल क्वेश्चन नहीं है पकड़े का क्वेश्चन किया पानी सही तो जगत में पानी कोई संस्कार नहीं पाता कोई आज कोई भी पानी करो मारवाड़ी समाज में पैदा है धर्म की कमी एक चालू है अरे ना जगह नहीं है पानी को तो छोड़ो धर्म से क्या तैयार है कि धर्म इज मोस्ट बेसिक आई पानी की होमवर्क में समझ जाए इट इज द बेसिक which we should understand we should go by that and संयुक्त कुटुंब की वैल्यू होगी this problem can be solved that is what I feel
subject memorize के तो vast है it is like मुर्गी पहले आई या अंडा पहले आया अब आई नहीं तो आप विराट में स्टार्ट करो जितना आप मंत्र में ना बड़े अलग अलग मंत्र everybody had a different perspective कोई वो subject में जिनके ना common मंत्र था तो भाई ये भी जो कुछ है वो same match से वो match से ना जितना भी मंत्र तो आया it's very different मंत्र मुझे नेडो भाई गौरव इनको छोड़ मुझे बहन है इनको छोड़ हाने जो पर्सपेक्टिव क्लियर है इट इज नाउ द जनरेशन डजंट वांट टू लिव फॉर समाज उनके समाज का करने में they don't want to live for society they want to live for themselves quality of life the life quality ठीक है किसी छोकरों जो is like it is out of love that we had a child and we will give the best to this child, best education, best life, everything is there. Who शिकंदा लेंगे पांचों पांच बत्ती हजार तीनों को हम ऐसी वाले काम करते हैं उनको करो. So nobody is thinking from the perspective of society. So he changed other life. There is a community who took a पंजु वार ऊपर से prayer करें. उन्हें यार शिक्षक छुपा है, अक्षर छुपा है, अंजलि यार funded by community. उन्हें के पैसे नहीं होंगे भाई सामने का 12,000, 15,000, 11,000 पगार को उनके काम लगे पंचम छुपा होगा. So basically finance is not the problem, upbringing is not the problem, how a छोटा की manage करना that is not the problem. The problem is thought process. आज जो 5 महीना जो एज को बैठा है it is we have crossed that stage to discuss this. Our youngsters are emerging. So we have to organize certain things in a certain way where we can touch them. Okay, हम कभी भी क्या करते हैं नहीं कि approach की सको, नहीं या heart पे touch कर सको, नहीं कि की approach की सको. We should organize things in such a way that it is targeted to the audience that we are looking to give this message. Okay, so this will go on. There is no end to this, but yes, our best try can be and a few thousands that we increase, we can surely try to that. Thank you.
Generally, we look at quantity मान ये नहीं होता, तो इस खाते माने जो educated mass है, they look also at quality, right? So quantity and quality will not be able to match, right? When we talk about those numbers, where probably they don't look at quality at all.
Actually, there is two more issues which we have missed out. We have listed many issues. One issue is that કે કેડીઓમાં ચાઇલ્ડ બર્થ infertility is also there. Lot of couples don't have kids in the KDO community. See, there are some problems which is not surface, but it is in big volume. It's not small. You look at your communities around where kitle family में वो child birth issue. Second is the issue of not having a child, that is one issue, but also 4 or 5 things which we just discussed. कि भाई affordability, child birth, it is a nuclear family, it is single with a These are the very, very current issues. Now, when we talk about solution, I think Imam touched upon one initiative saying that where is that counseling? Where is counseling to the prospective couples, or where is that awareness that it should happen? For example, I have a single child and I definitely wanted second, but there was an issue on my wife had diabetes and congenital diabetes, so doctors recommended not to go further. So we didn't go. But there are different kind of problems which the other people have. And counseling and watching our level of whereas our community leaders or our community seniors and family are best geared to do it. Outside counseling, જે છે એ ઘણા લોકો જતા નથી, પણ આપણને તો ખબર જ છે કે કયા couples to be married છે અને we can do it. The whole agenda is, although આપણે જેટલા બી ડિસ્કસ કરી જઈશું કે લોંગ ટર્મ અને એનું કોઈ એવું ફાઇનાઇટ એન્ડ નથી. બિલ્ડિંગ નથી બનાવવાનું, બિલ્ડિંગ મારી ઓલી હશે કે ભાઈ 1 વર્ષ 2 વર્ષ પછી કે બિલ્ડિંગ પતી ગયો. These are all ongoing issues, but we have to start somewhere. At present, we don't have any firm program in KDO community कि આપણે આ ઇશ્યુઝને એડ્રેસ કરીએ. આ તો પહેલો ઇશ્યુ છે. આપણે બીજાના બીજા ઇશ્યુ વાત કરશું so we will find that okay, as a margin, as a ekam and as samas margin, there are hard programs and there are soft programs. Hard એટલે કોઈ જોજે કે ભાઈ પાણી માર્જિનની એસેટ આય જેમ કે પાણી સંભાળીએ, પોલ્યુશન કેનું है, धार्मिक कार्यक्रम कहना है, वर्ष में 2-3 जो भी फंक्शन दिए उनको ऑर्गेनाइज करना है, एडी मीटिंग ऑर्गेनाइज करनी है. These are all hard finite program. But soft programs की लीडरशिप पार्टी कम्युनिटी बनाए એટલે ના કરે સમજ માટે જેટલા પ્રોગ્રામમાં હું સોફ્ટ થઈ ગયો. અને હાર્ડ જે પ્રોગ્રામ છે ફિઝિકલ વાળા હું તો મારે જે એજન્ડા આવી ને એની જે એસેટ આવી એટલે સોફ્ટ પ્રોગ્રામ પર નહીં એટલી સ્કીમ કરો એમને કોઈ બિલ્ડિંગ નહીં, સંજીવની में डायबिटीज नहीं, दिव्यांग नहीं.
That is the correct territory.
So practically ना पर बनने से कोई जरूरी है पर केनके तो लीडरशिप लेनी पड़ती है. आने समय एडो अचीव है कि एकम અને માર્જન के વધારે એની जो फोकस इस सॉफ्ट मेटर में वेंदो करो कारण के माणूस न होता तो माणूस को कहता गुगली मेट्रो जो उधर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है माणूस ने उधर उसको कहता એટલે मुझे एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे रिक्वेस्ट है कि जो ये एक्शन है અને એ પ્રોબ્લેમ પાકે એવિડન્ટ है એનો થિયે તો these are the issues. તે ચાર ઇશ્યુઝ है એનમે સૌથી વધારે પહેલા ઇશ્યુ કે એડ્રેસ કરેલા છે જે અમદાવાદ જે પહેલી ચિંતન શિબિર में सॉल्यूशन आया से कहता है कि भाई सपोज पावर टेक डेटा है दक्षिण में डेटा है कि भाई टोटल साउथ का मार्जिन एंड 20 years onward 20 years onward कितना छोकरा ने छोकरी you get a clear data that these many boys and girls are there in the community. agree का कोई एनमें की कवर कर रहे हैं कि मैरिड कपल कितना है મેરિડ કપલમાં અફોર્ડેબિલિટી ઇશ્યુઝ કેટલા है, નોન અફોર્डेबल કેટલા है, અને વી સ્ટાર્ટ સ્કીમ जिनमें बेसिकली वी से एडॉप्ट अ चाइल्ड, एमने कोई डिक्लेरेशन ना है, एक स्कीम चालू कर देगा कि भाई एकड़े चाइल्ड के एजुकेशन आके स्पॉन्सर करे जो जस्ट एक एग्जांपल पहले थी छेले सुधी एक फैमिली के आगे अजो ये नामवादी लोग एडॉप्ट किया पर एनजीओ की नाम डिक्लेर न थी અને એક કોર્ડિનેશન એકદમ અને માધ્યમને થઈ રહ્યું એટલે ફાઇનાન્શિયલ સ્ટેબિલિટી વાળું ફેમિલી કે એશ્યોર કર્યું થ્રુ ધેટ ફોકસ ગ્રુપ. એટલે પહેલા તો ફોકસ ગ્રુપ ખબર કે જે ફોકસ ગ્રુપ એમના કરે કમ કરતા કરે તૈયાર એ બાબત લાગે कि भाई पांची कम्युनिटी में 30 कपल्स नहीं न्यूली मैरिड कम्युनिटी में आज अच्छी लेकर में समाज में 30 होते नंबर दैट कैन बी 20 दैट कैन बी 40. तो व्हाट इज नीडेड? नंबर 1 अफोर्डिंग जे मैं तो खाली काउंसलिंग की जरूरत है. यू नीड अ काउंसलिंग टीचर. नॉन अफोर्डिंग में सपोर्ट की जरूरत है. Assurance that suppose if I give birth to the second child, so then there is somebody who is assured. That is separate issue. And that is the role of the margin now, which is very seriously communicated through this initiative. के धार्मिक कार्यक्रम जरूरी है, फाइन. And the physical assets संभालने में फाइन, पर आगे जो भी थर्ड भी होगी करनी होगी. That आने को है disruptive world में आज नहीं AI के ignore कर सकते हो. Can we ignore AI today? We cannot. 100% बाकी लाइफ में चीज़ ना आने को फोन का आई पड़े. तो AI can't be ignored. एनी रीते જે ઇશ્યુ પર ડિસ્કસ કર્યો હતા that cannot be ignored. કોઈ એવા સમય આવ્યો કે ટેબલ જે નીચે મને ઇશ્યુ ઠીક છે આ એ તો પ્રોબ્લેમ પાક નો ગયું પાતો ના we cannot give incentive to create second third fourth idea. પણ આજ this is become the imperative necessity. ये डिस्कस ना करेगा एंड एक्शन ना लेगा तो ये ना आएगा. So we have to take action. So I would suggest कि actually आई एनजी फोकस समिति बनायो with 2-3 interested people અને પહેલા ફક્ત હું ડેટા જમા કરે કે ભાઈ કેટલા અહીં અને એની જો પ્રોફેશનલ કાઉન્સિલિંગ સેશન ચાલુ કર્યો નંબર 1 કારણ કે આ સેકન્ડ ટોપિક છે તો હું ટોપિક બનેલા છે વાળા તો થયો તો if you can take one action, form a committee and take 2 action. One is adopt education action and the second is counseling. वो एक्शन किए पर पहला तो खबर है कि डेटाबेस કેટલી આવી કમિટી का पावर लेवल कमिटी में ये सपोज ट्रेजरर तो हिसाब किताब करे है पोल्यूशन कमिटी तो महाराज राज्य वહીવટ नहीं बड़े एक्शन बड़ा मेहनत तो मैंने टोटली एक्सेप्ट की संभालना ये भी चाहिए नहीं एनजी कमिटी जवाबदारी चाहिए અને એ કમિટી અહીં ઊભી ન કહેતા એકમ જે રહેવતે તો એ પ્રોબ્લેમ આજે સોલ્વ થતો કારણ કે પર્સનલ કાઉન્સિલિંગ પ્રોફેશનલ કાઉન્સિલર હાયર કરો તો वो ભલે પૈસા લે લે दैट्स ओके because there are so many counselors available who can counsel that why you need the second child. Obviously पांचा समाज में तो काउंसलिंग पांचे तो बेस्ट है पांचा जो मदर्स है पांचा जो वही रहे मदर ये तो काउंसलिंग कर सकेगा पर फोरम तो होते हैं અને ફોરમ પર તો તે ઘણી વાર શું है कि मैरिड कपल है वो फोरम में दिस डिस्कशन दे डोंट एंटरटेन. એટલે we have to create a situation and a specific focus for the 2 schemes. Adopt education scheme 1 कारण this is the real problem. मानो के 15 to 20 lakhs की चिंता हेड पे आए. That is every time telling you. कारण के स्टेजेस है ना इनका schooling, nursery, college, they would get adopt education scheme. One of the biggest and data counseling तो adopt education mental जरूरी नहीं कि 5-star education दी non affordable है basic education में fix कर सको कि भाई पहला you start with one small amount कि भाई okay I am willing to adopt one education let's say 5 lakh rupees बाकी वो family दी दो commitment माझ्या पे संचालन दी है एला बहुत solution या solution तो discuss करो अरे पाको के वो कि one topic के one hour इधर धीरे धीरे को started 1 minute में पहले टॉपिक खत्म हो गया 5 और 6 और 3 टॉपिक्स हैं ओके सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट सॉल्यूशन ये बहुत सॉल्यूशन है चलिए इधर देखो सतीश भाई
basically what I understand the financial issue is one thing where the community can support given we can't arrange that in the form of education loan. So, if there is any need for any kind of support on the education front, it could be at any level. It can be right from the kindergarten to any level. We are here as a community to support. So that assurance on behalf of the community, we can 100% give. And the second point, coming the second, the sibling. See, there are quite a few parents where they feel that I wish I had a second child. So maybe I think what challenges they are encountering at the age where they have a feeling that I wish I had a second child. I think that should be communicated to the age group which is just married. So that they can prepare for a second child also. And I feel minimum 2 children, minimum, I think is definitely required today to take the community forward. Third child, I think please tell us what support you need from the community. And we will extend any support for that matter. On the first child and second child, education, yes. Third child also, any kind of support. We as a community will stand up. Thank you.
ये बहुत सारे अनाउंस करने में एजुकेशन लोन लिया था I am saying that as a package we need to give some assurance at the margin level community EKKAM is ready, DBKDO is ready, and I want if I am not mistaken, no margin, for example. Sir, this margin to be end topic there, जो representative community है, suppose कोची है, हुगली है, गदर है, बैंगलोर है, and में particular topic पे जो कंपनी का लोगो है ना, and this circle meeting at least one day every meeting, you definitely have to have only coordination meeting. It can be online also. That is what I want to request the DBKDO initiative के लिए, अगर इनके लिए सौंपे, कि भाई इतनी coordination करने तो requirement निकाल के एक बहुत बड़ी solution है, that is childless couple के IVF treatment के fund. अगर childless couple IVF treatment today goes from 4 lakh rupees to 25 lakh rupees. It depends upon what treatment they want to take. So this is a very big support. And let me tell you, one of the most progressive EKKAM, you can best understand that how this can be supported, this IVF treatment. And exactly what we have done in Ahmedabad, we have created this IVF. First, identify how many couples are there. Second, can we have a meeting of those couples, EKKAM-wise or together? Only those who are just married. Let's say, whatever their age group is, right from 25 years to 30 years. And every childless couple के पास बहुत चीज़ जो है आई ट्रीटमेंट का घना माहौल चल रहा है, वो इतनी कैपिटल माहौल है ना कि भाई we can spend up to 20 lakh rupees and we have a पूरा. The first solution
perspective. That is a bona fide channel. So we support, we do this committee, we'll have one more child. What next? Will that child grow up and do what we are doing now? They will continue that tradition? We don't know. So I think fundamental problem is again धार्मिक education committee. Because all the solutions lie in पांडे घरों में लेकर जाओ. अरे पांडे में इतनी जगह पे अगर आगे संतान ना होती हो, it's not even right. અને વજન તે કેમ ને પા આજે ને ઘર में आगे छोकरा बोला करे जाए बोला कि we can give good संस्कार to them. They will grow to be good citizens and they will at least know what is the value of having family. What is the value of having joint family? Who education actually belongs to you. We are always focused on modern education, which does not teach you about value system, about morals, about Sanskriti, nothing is there. So naturally you will always chase modern facilities, comfort, luxury, and of course you don't have attachment to your society because I am thinking like that. नेपाल में जो लोग हैं जो बड़ी तरीके हैं बेटे एग्जाम्पल ऑफ मुंबई अन्न निवास बनाया उनका 100 घर बना there was not a problem of mathematics second floor or fourth floor by second building school बाजू में देरा से बाजू में so there was a society which self-sustained आने का हमें छूटा नहीं है because of which the problems are aggravated. Now, because we are staying far away, we don't meet. छोकरे छुट्टी मिलना नहीं है, you don't get interaction. खाली घर में बहुत सारे फंक्शन नहीं है, और maximum का युवा मिलन में रहकर अपने बेटा के which we got good success. Where we had good, matrimony that happened as part of युवा मिलन. So the fundamental problem is how we bring youth together, change the mindset, and about counseling the child. Who are the best counselors? Then our Maharaj said. They will give the perspective of why you should do this, why you should expand your family. Once they get that point, it is not just because I have to society and help, as you rightly said, what for me? I am living a happy family, I will do my whatever I want to do. Why should I bother about society, about my community? But who's the thought process there? That Maharaj said bring it. I'm saying right, who's a good orator who can bring that logical thinking in the minds of youngsters. That change can come. Counselor will make money, he will say, I have told everything, but ultimately you don't follow, you don't know. So I think we have to tackle the problem at fundamental level. Because we'll solve it now, maybe we will even get some success. But is that going to sustain for long? Because you have to keep putting the same effort every day. Once this child grows up, you have the same problem. He will say, what I should do? I am happy, I get married, I enjoy my life, I don't care about society. So basic संस्कार जो हमारे बच्चों में विकसित कर रहे हैं, वो समझे, इन पर क्यों नहीं समझे? The reason why Marwadi community is perishing, थोड़ा प्यार समझता हूँ, but at least they better than us. तो लगे उन्हें इन पर के पाशा करने का गुरु भगवान जी के ज्ञान में तो खबर के लिए इतना खुला क्यों नहीं होता? There is a logical reason behind everything. So why go outside when we have all the answers within our community, within our dharma? So my view is we should focus on that, get the youth, get good, not necessarily Maharaj. अन्य लोगों की अमुक जनाई लोगों धर्म के गुण जानने का they can answer, they can converse with youngsters. I think there are a lot of people who have problems that they are facing. There are answers for everything. Now, I'll just give an answer like, if I want to study so much, I want to build my career. You may have that problem. Like, then I want to do my career, right? What is it? I have put so much effort. I should do something. No doubt, that's not a problem. You should do. Then, my community has become from entrepreneur to job seeking. Agar entrepreneur community thrives everywhere, you have business in house, you can contribute to your family business in whatever way you can. Whatever you have studied marketing, you can help your business to marketing. If you have done accounting, CA, you can help in accounting. So if you are able to absorb whatever talent we have in-house within our business to grow, that becomes then your whatever your education you have done is also useful. So these are fundamental problems we should tackle. Whatever that we are discussing is maybe help at certain level, but I don't know it will solve problems for long run.
हम जो पर्सपेक्टिव वो परफेक्ट है कि भाई लॉन्ग टर्म सॉल्यूशन और फंडामेंटल सॉल्यूशन कैन बी ब्रिंगिंग देम टुगेदर विद रिलीजन अराउंड अगर आंसर doesn't one way. But if you look at the practicality as of today, we are finding this most toughest job. This is the fact. The toughest job is to influence the mind of today's Gen X. Right? They have been educated in a format which is different. We have to accept the fact. They have been educated at modern universities where their colleagues, જે બે છોકરા બે ધર્મ પણ બે communities ના છોકરા, they may have not, that ambience has not been created in terms of a very religious ambience. In fact, it is the other way around, exactly the other way around, where religion, anarchy is also there. So I appreciate that there is a fundamental solution there, but and we can work towards it. But we have to come out with something very immediate. Change in mind, change in mindset can be a good long-term, medium-term program, but ever immediate solution by this year, before March end. So what we can do before March end? First, we don't know who the target is. Whom are we talking about? 40 people, 50 couples, 60, 100, can you get? So first we have to do the acquisition of data per margin. Sat margin data karo, and a focus group he and they come karega ready karo. 3 people only. Whoever is voluntarily deciding that we want to work towards this, because it is a matter of also interest. It is not the matter of our interest of interest of it. Then I can contribute. If I don't have any interest, I will not contribute. If I am forcefully telling. So I said that as an agenda item, we should form a committee for this. Look at one or two programs to address what Vijay Bhai is saying. I have a very good suggestion which has come from Ahmedabad. There is a work guarantee, a good solution. जो डिवोर्स केसेस पण आहे, जे ग्रोइंग डिवोर्स केसेस आहे, जे ग्रोइंग इश्यूज आहे, इनके भी सेटल करने लगे भारतीय जैन संगठन BKDO 2 days workshop है. It's a 2-day workshop. It is supposed to be one of the best workshop for newly married couple in the Jain community. They have blended religion so nicely. बर्ड ने प्रोग्राम रहेगा अरे अच्छा ना एडवांस अपॉइंटमेंट मीटिंग होती है तो बहुत बिजी है ना एकड़ो वर्कशॉप में आइडेंटिफाइड ग्रुप में पे 2 days फुल्ली स्पॉन्सर्ड दैट एकम मार्जिन और कंट्रीब्यूटरी 50% कपल ले 50% स्पॉन्सर किया वो करेंगे वो बर्ड इन द वर्कशॉप में दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ऑल दिस सिस्टम एंड वैल्यूज and a complete brainwashing है कि why it is important to have a certain family, why it is important to not go towards that thought कि ऐसा जो लोग बनाएंगे, there is some conflict very early. वो early मतलब मुझे कैसे कि ये suppose आंधी समिति बने लग रहे वो के साथन थी बने लगे समिति के कि भाई growth in community किए then we need solution achieve दो adopt उनके लगे दो any modality could be a very there can be समिति चार जन समिति बनी है whoever first wave में डेटा लेगा और नवंबर के महीने में they apply for this BJS program on the detail management certificate का ready है that workshop की detail that is हमारे जो reference है वो समिति है ले सको कि वर्कशॉप कयो कोई कई वर्कशॉप है जो साउथ में વધારે पॉपुलर है कि વધારે फेमस ट्रेनर नहीं that can be also done but we have to attack this group पाके टारगेट ग्रुप पाके फाइंड आउट होता कि who is this group which we are talking about right so this can be a solution problem is real we have discussed about problem solution given है just suppose by the end of this meeting today नाला अच्छे में interested क्या तो वहाँ नाला गिरेंगे वो अने एंडी रिव्यू मीटिंग क्या है वो दिसंबर में कहीं वो it will be an online review meeting कि भाई कोर फाइंड आउट किया है कोर एक्शन प्रोग्राम करो एक बार डेटा जमा करे प्रोग्राम चालू किए कमेटी अने दिसंबर में अने भी कहीं अने रिव्यू इज रिव्यू ऑनलाइन तो फिजिकल प्रेजेंस जरूर है Yes. Yes.
Support and contribute. Because the thought process, why don't such couples think of adoption?
Yes. To be realized.
The adoption would be a very sincere because initially people initial age people for them to start accepting on the mind to start and to accept the fact that they should be taking a child. But if you look at the pets also today, when they are with you for a few months or a few weeks, I mean, then you get attached to it. So this could be a thought which should be given very seriously.
100% is right. Adoption is very much important. In fact, it is a documented solution to the document that somebody has suggested adoption. But issue again today, she was talking about fear. She was talking about whom do we go to, whom do we talk to.
Right.
This is the reality from the real voice of the youth. The issue is that the society, पांचवें गैप आए थिंकिंग में वो एक है, we have to create the infrastructure to come across that. એટલે वो infrastructure आज मार्केट 30-40 adoption है, IVF है, counseling है, care काम के लोग. Nobody from outside will say discussion.
Another thing is adoption. I would say that it's only for the child. Yes, even people having 2 children.
Yes.
They can also think over the way it is affordable to them and they can also make up their mind before adopting a child.
But Rajan, how does it help grow in our community?
I mean, that's
Adoption is some other
We have this Bora community in India. So, Bora community in any community है, they live in a gated society. Each lane में मतलब 200-250 घर होगा, और ये मस्जिद बाज़ार में very nice society. What system they have is, if your second child, the education, उनके जुको भी बढ़ रहा है, is completely sponsored by the society. Your third child. His education, his healthcare, and his wedding. 3 things are completely sponsored by the society. So, counseling is surely one part of it. Today, counseling is different approach to the counseling in couples. But also initiatives like this, if there is a second child, a third child, community is there to support you. So, that again is incentive.
Yes.
And we are talking about IVF and adoption. I also heard within the community, why don't we have, I discussion they have between the couple and the lady who's helping them. It's very confidential, it's not out. But yes, the society is coming forward to say, yes, I know you want to build your community. We have somebody who can also help you and you can also do it. Because again, the IVF rates are also not great. With all the adulterated food that we eat, it's drained on a lot of money. So, of course, the closed room of celebration, again, it's your own blood, your own thing, and it's a closed room, you can still improve this.
And Rajesh had a fundamental problem here. One is the age group where the weddings are happening. That is one of the contributors to having fertility problems. I think as a community, we should think of promoting early marriage.
Yeah.
Right? That is one problem which can, maybe not 100%, but at least 60-70% can solve this problem. Aajkal Adivasi education 26, 27, so if you are doing medical, then you are almost like 23, 24. You do internship 25, 26. Then you want to practice by the time you are 30. You say, I'm now settled. You are already overloaded, right? In the sense for fertility and other things. And all the problems starts coming in. That's why the fear is seeping. If my body will not support, whether I should really do it, not do it. So what should we do to, maybe recognize couples who are, getting married at 20 to 23? At call them and honor them, felicitate them, saying that these are the couples who have taken a wise decision of getting married early. That is one. Other problem is for financial security. When I see both of you, whatever they go how do we can always go for financial planning. Right? Then people will start doing planning from their own, not someone support community support. But you can also do financial planning, work with your financial advisor, and you can actually build a corpus for your second child, education, even wedding, marriage, whatever you want to do. So that is another education part that we can do, where we can make sure that financial literacy become new. Agency that fear whether will be able to actually able to manage second child. Financially, are we able to do that? That can be also taken care of in financial education. And asking them to start investing early.
I come back to one point. If I am basic thought process in our community, having a second child should be a compulsory. That is the responsibility of all of us. Thought process should change. If financial security, माँ बाप पहले विचार में 6 प्रकार से कटे विचार नहीं why we are giving a lot of importance to each चीज के how we bring up the child, what is the planning, and God is creating this new kind of reality. We are in that creative world, but we are basically forgetting the values of a family. What is family system? What is religion? What is life? The importance has changed. So, thought process of very important thought process. There is a major conflict. धर्म का संस्कार धर्म ना हो तो शोक धर्म का thought process है बाकी का everything once your thought process change the solution will automatically come. We have a second child, start working for them, third child, start working for them. So automatically it will take care.
See, अगर wish list of all sentimental things like we getting into non-nuclear family, all this to implementation, execution. Do you think that we all are not thinking in the biggest failure in the execution? Do you agree with that? Then we are not able to execute.
Why it is important? अच्छी तारीख में 5 छोकरा पाजी गति जीव बनी से चौक 1% नहीं तो मैं छुट्टी करा के लिया गया ये रेडी टू because उनमें नंबर में मारवाड़ी समाज में तो है वो जो पेज है पेज तक तो क्या बने तो के साथ यहाँ कह देता है ना छुट्टी सारा सिनेरियो है 60% छुट्टा ये होता आज मामले कितना लगाऊं ये होता
वो मैं भी मेरे ख्याल से नन्ही उम्र में छोकरा विचार न कहीं जो माँ पे 14 से करेंगे था पर जी छोकरा जब थोड़ा बड़ा थी जाए जिसमें रीजनिंग पावर अच्छी हो तो वो ऑब्जेक्शन की रिजल्ट बिकम द एज ऑफ मैनेज 24 that is to say that we need to stop our children from being educated and being happy. No, you don't find Haryana education.
See, again I tell you, grand failure how do we execute the issue? Issue तो हमारा common result है ना, कोई भी issue recognize नहीं हो रहा है, there are philosophy, how do we execute? Let's discuss that.
Today they have understood the problem and solutions, but it is in bits and pieces. A small example, if our generation, you and me, were told that we need to go for counseling, the society will tell each other, but today we all are talking counseling as a solution. So we are matured, we are educated, and we are matured to come to a conclusion that we think counseling also is an option. But just 15-20 years back, you tell me counseling is the reaction to our very here. And we have seen solution everyone's answer. Mitesh has told that financial planning can be done, surrogacy, IVF, adoption, early marriage, which is a brilliant idea. This is what actually we are the products of that. Our parents married early, and by the time we were ready at 23, 24, they were ready to retire. And we were expecting the same, but unfortunately, somewhere a pursuit for better education. It's a hype word, better education. Basic, it needs to be actually basic like education, which people need to understand. And it is just, it's a market of guilt that the parent will be told by a certain institution that you need to give this to your child, even you are going to be proved as a good parent. These are marketing gimmicks happening in the market, and we have all have fallen prey to it. So we need to make this corrective actions, where a line of action can be planned by a way of committee. But yes, the best counselors are sitting at home. Maybe our parents and we. We need to make them understand कि बेटा मैं आऊँ भाभी वाले गरीब वाले पहनो तो अशुभ चुई वाले जो थी मैं उन्हें ऑफिस में बोला था we need to give them the examples which we don't rather we tell them other way around मैं उस पेशेवर जो होम कंपनी में इतना लाख रुपए सो पगार करेगा now whether this fellow is studying reach there or not is an X we don't know it's an X factor so from why our community had flourished because we were job givers. We migrated to job seekers. And one more observation what I make is migration from smaller towns to bigger towns have created a lot of issues. I understand this problem cannot be solved. Opportunities are bigger in bigger towns. But the migration from smaller town to bigger town has actually made the cost of living going up. And as people told, they stay apart because it's costly. So he has to stay away from the city center. So all these things are actually added to the trouble. So we need to come to a holistic view where we can even stop migration from smaller places to bigger places by explaining not everyone may be a job seeker. But is it the competition which is making you go there? If yes, even if one family in that place can be convinced to hold back their children, at least that one family will get added in the future. So in bits and pieces, yes, it is possible.
Counseling, give it a better word, give it a better frame that you call youngsters who are freshly married or be married and have a kind of a session, a discussion, an open house, instead of being addressing as typically the word counseling because it gives a very different prospect. So you could have some debates and some open house sessions to discuss. See, UAM is one of the best forums where we should definitely dedicate. It has been mostly about some workshops, some motivation speaking and other things. But this has to be a good architect program where we call the experts, invite them, where they can actually tell the reason what, why, and all of those things. And they can answer the questions, genuine questions that
Could be open house, like children are all
we
there.
should have such matter like how we are doing this Shibir. We should do it youngsters only. And ask them to come up with their problems. Ask them for solutions from themselves. Like what do you think we should do?
Okay, so can we have one conclusion here from this issue? I'm sorry because I believe firmly that when I will board of night today, I should go with one satisfaction that there has been discussion and execution, because that has been my forte and I will not leave without that for sure. So it should be conclusive. Again, we have come back to all the things where we need this critical group where to be together, whether in a hall, format, counseling, training, whatever the case may be, funding, whatever the case may be. We need this group, right? At present, we don't know who they are. At present. मामले खाली एक रोज जाके कुटिया बैठो है, इसलिए वो खबर है but we don't know otherwise who they are. So my request is again to create a small committee who will work on identifying target number one and not temporary permanent committee who keeps identifying targets. Okay, these are the 50 people we are talking about. And then why, as he rightly said, we have already discussed, okay, there are 4 solutions. Workshop, Bharti Yuva Jain workshop, scheme of funding, whatever will come out of that meeting in an informal way, maybe in a tourist destination, maybe one-day meeting, maybe online, whatever way. But that group has to find out a solution, right? So my request is that can we have those 2, 3, 4 names just now, who is interested, who will work towards this, and we will have the first meeting in December to review what has happened in this committee and what the target. So if there is people here, they can raise their hands that they are willing to work toward this issue. One is the issue of growing the community through this way, and second is definitely the same community has to now work with the other issue which we will discuss, that is the subcon issue, because it is very much colliding with this. We will talk about that. So can we have 4 names? It can be names of your spouse, it can be names from something which can be given to simplify and to drive this. And Samas Madam will definitely get into more coordination.
Basically, as what I understand, he wants the statistics of database results, right?
Database and execution plan.
First is the database,
yeah,
and second is the line of action.
Correct.
So, with respect to database, we are referring to all margins in South, right?
Absolutely.
So, if that is the case, we already have margin representatives on board.
Okay.
So, these margin representatives can find out from that database as to who are the members who are around that ratio. So, I think the margin representatives can start this and share it to data.
Superb.
And then that can be consolidated. And we can invite all those who are eligible and find out from them. So we be directly interacting
probably in 2025, there is a lot of work going on because there is some coordination happening out there. There is a big issue out there, coordinating. But it is a totally distorted database. So we will have to work this. If you have action this, you have to work now. And it is not difficult. Bangalore में आप कहना है कि भाई सारे बैंगलोर में 20 and above कवर कितना है 20 to 35. तब it's a matter of 10 days ना दौड़ ही लगे कि भाई to find out जितना जो टाइम मिले क्या रहेगी ये तो बड़े बाजार में कितने मिले बहुत लगभग तो टैलेंट रेट को बेसिकली
we already have a group for income margins. So, Nitish bhai, can we just post this and get the database from them? Hopefully, I think we are on
18 May.
So maybe 1 month's time is good enough.
Absolutely good. 30th June. No, ये तो
DBKDO में जब बर्गर मेंबर के अपॉइंट करेंगे वाले DBKDO ग्रुप है बर्गर मेंबर का अपॉइंट करेंगे कि दे विल कोऑर्डिनेट विद ऑल द पार्टनर्स के तरीके
Okay, basically, we have a group. We have an organization. So once they post it or they share it with us, either on the group or send it to the email ID of income, then it is a question of consolidation. So email Nitish bhai,
Can we do Google form? Which means share our respective margins.
Yes.
Once that is filled, automatically we get income at your
Yes. So we
that no one margin will ensure that everyone is free.
our point of contact.
Our point of contact is going to be the margin representative for margins. And margins point of contact will be Nitish bhai, can I ask them to share it on the group? And if possible also on email, or he's going to share the form.
The form for eligible also or only
Or eligible only.
only eligible or married also.
This is only for
The recently
married recently couple between recently married suppose marriage to 10 years.
So we are looking at only the married couples or also.
For to be married there is a separate program we are discussing. I will come to that discussion, but at present we are only looking at married plus.
So it has to be clear. That is what I was trying to appreciate.
So let's see and let's initiate this and see how.
So 30th June is the day where we get the data of basically whom are going to address. And secondly, can we also have post data execution committee of 4 people whoever are interested because they are going to drive it. Satish bhai, it is not going to be given from DBKDO is equal to coordination. But let us say conducting workshops, conducting sessions, who are going to coordinate, can we just have a name till 30th June, where we can create internally some discussions and that group because 3 students and half of say, next શું તો એના માટે જે 4 લોકો કે 3 લોકો રિસ્પોન્સિબલ છે એમને આખા
JBN. BYJ. So let's make a contract with BYJ. Let BYJ come to Bangalore. Let Bangalore Mahajan take care of all the youngsters, married, unmarried, or whatever is the target audience. They get together for a casual meet, and BYN has their lecture on that. That we are part of that. They need not come only specifically for that. It can be a cultural get together, and which is targeted for that audience, and that lecture is apart and is taken care of. Similarly, then from Bangalore, that team can come to Hyderabad, then to go to Hubli. So it will be organized, channeled racing, and you will also be able to see how many people from Hyderabad participate, how many from Bangalore participate, how many from Hubli participate. We can give you a report from every margin. Okay, 100 couples came in, or 50 couples came in, and this was the report, but this was the feedback.
For example, there is no focused effort even in the margins કે જે છોકરાઓને આપણે પ્લેટફોર્મ આપીએ. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ એક વડોદરાનું એક્ઝામ્પલ આપું, ત્યાં યુવા સમિતિ છે, એવી રીતે હુબલીમાં બી હશે, બધે હશે. હવે યુવા સમિતિ વર્ષના 4 પ્રોગ્રામ કરે છે, તો એ ફોકસ 4 પ્રોગ્રામમાં દાંડિયા, ક્રિકેટ મેચ અને એક હાઇકિંગનો પ્રોગ્રામ છે. ફેર ઇનફ, વેરી ગુડ, એના રીતે જવા થાય છે. બટ ધ ઇશ્યુ ઇઝ કે શું એકમ તરફથી આપણા પાસે સ્પેસિફિક ઇન્વાઇટ કરવા માટે ડેટાબેઝ છે? લાઈક તો આપણે જો બોલાવીશું નહીં ને તો એ આવશે નહીં. એડવર્ટાઇઝિંગ એન્ડ બ્રાન્ડિંગ મસ્ટ ફોર ગેટિંગ ધેમ વન્સ ઓન બોર્ડ, નહીં તો નહીં આવે.
But I think in a patron town cities na chokra vega and make it an event kind of thing for them.
That is what it says.
But individually, instead of making them individually like
You can get together in one area also.
they're only their invitees, only meant for invitees.
અને મહાજનના રિપ્રેઝેન્ટેટિવ છે એમનો બી એકચ્યુઅલી ફોર્સ કરવું પડશે યુવાને, કારણ કે યુવા દે આર નોટ કમિંગ એકચ્યુઅલી. એ ફોર્સ કરીને લાવવું પડશે તો જ આવશે, અધરવાઇઝ દે વિલ નોટ કમ.
So Yuva Mill is the best of. Yuva Mill.
Always correct. Clearly, but monthly we can put this. Monthly we have arranged.
Here we are talking of the married couples. But I'm for married couple.
So યુવા મિલનો શું છે? આપણે યુવા મિલનો એક હમણાં જે નેક્સ્ટ ટોપિક છે ને એમાં આપણે we are going to find a solution for it. But at present, for this married couple who is already married, युवा मिलन is not the forum at present. At present, our current structure is for more of a unmarried couple. Unmarried candidates માટે આપણે યુવા મિલન ડિઝાઇન કરતા है. મેરેજ માટે અત્યારે આપણા પાસે કોઈ પણ ફોરમ આપણી કમ્યુનિટીમાં નથી.
Let's plan a holiday for the married.
Exactly. You can take
Good
a
idea. Plus,
Good idea.
anybody 30 plus married couples who are married, rather than having you decide a destination.
Correct, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
DBKDO or Samast Mahajans sing, let's go for a holiday. And in that, let's have a talk. Probably, you will make friends also. Good idea. Very good.
It's a fellowship.
Okay, so what has happened in Paschim Ekam, they came out with solution where 2 people are divided in committees and 2 people are going to encourage UIJ for this committee. And the date was there. On September, Kachma Government, and they are going to avoid in the resort, in a resort, a big workshop, they are planning in one of the big resorts in Gnati. For all the married couple of Paschim Ekam and Paschim. So they are doing it like that. Here, whatever format can be done, we should do it. So first activity is Cynthia already achieved. That is 30th June to the data is set. Now when the data comes, we can have a on call on a team meeting on when can we have this particular thing. Meanwhile, we will be sending you this devices contact also. We will be also contacting. Maybe they can come in the workshop or maybe something else is not necessarily it's BYD. It's about our issues and how we can address. 3 સ્ટુડન્ટ ડેટા લેવાનો આજે એક્ઝામમાં 38 સ્ટુડન્ટ ડેટા આવશે અને જુલાઈમાં કંઈક આપણે ટેલિકોમ કરી અને પછી સેકન્ડ પ્રોગ્રામ કરી દઈએ કે કેવી રીતે આપણે આ લોકોને ડેટા લેવાનો એ તો કીધું ને આઈ થિંક ધેટ વોઝ ધ ઓકેઝન what I understand that's like the function 30th June we will be collecting data in the month of July we will have a team meeting or online meeting to decide the course of action and the interested people who participate in this should be part of the call. એટલે ખાલી બાકી જે લક્ષણી કંપની માજેની કંપનીના જેટી में इंटरेस्ट है આજે માજે में વાત કરી રહ્યા कि જેટી में इंटरेस्ट है ई मैटर पे पार्टिसिपेट करेला करे पार्टिसिपेट कबल नहीं करना है हमें कोऑर्डिनेशन करे એટલે कोऑर्डिनेशन इन टॉपिक पे के करेला लगे मतलब मार पहले तो भाई वो वर्कशॉप में कोऑर्डिनेशन आगे कोऑर्डिनेशन फंडिंग की कोऑर्डिनेशन मारे करो बाकी खाली माजन वर्कशॉप કરી દે वो तो ठीक है निकाल है पर फर्दर कोऑर्डिनेशन नहीं होता great yes anything else on this or we move to the second topic तो great तो आई को खाली 11,000 एग्री है second topic मान जो है again is getting our youth closer એટલે મારી યુવા મિલન નામે જે ઇનિશિયેટિવ आहे पर कोई इनिशिएटिव पूरा है कि दरेक एकम वाइज डिवाइडेड है अगर बड़े वाले में से एकम जो भाग है तो वो एकम के धीरे-धीरे जो ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे यानी एवा स्टडी फॉर्मेट है हैंडलिंग रेगुलरिटी ऊंची है बिकॉज ऑफ मेनी रीजन एकम में मान लीजिए कोऑर्डिनेशन एकम की प्रायोरिटी सम्मेलन जरी कहा है वो है कि भाई 1-6 वाले 9 वाले अगर सम्मेलन करें तो नेक्स्ट को तो 17 इयर्स तो सम्मेलन में कितना गैप हो तो याद नहीं है 18 इयर्स के सम्मेलन में तो गैप हो तो सम्मेलन में याद है आना तो खर्च हो रहा है तो एक फॉर्मेट डिस्कस करना just as a solution ना तो कोड क्यों कि भाई ओके टॉपिक को तो why our youths KDO youths are not coming together to each and now talking about to be married now we have shifted from married to be married जी गाल दिया तो to be married में क्या दिया तो what are the problems कि भाई to be married में problems क्या है तो युवा में तो सॉल्यूशन है प्रॉब्लम क्या है सो लेट्स स्पेंड सम 15 मिनट इन डिस्कसिंग प्रॉब्लम तो युवा मिलन के रूप में वो सॉल्यूशन हो गैप को सॉल्यूशन पार्टिसिपेट को वो प्रॉब्लम ही सॉल्व करेंगे तो एडा चालू करो कि एडा कोई प्रॉब्लम चला हो तो ठीक है बाकी ना फ्लोर दे देना प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस करेंगे
युवा मिलन जो असी यूथ फॉर्म ने अंदर क्लास हुआ है दैट्स ओके पर युवा मिला और न्यू रिजल्ट असी की मिला खर्चो घणे बहुत तो व्हाट आई सजेस्ट इट माय पर्सनल एकम करे एक योग करते अंदर संस्था आए अंदर संस्था माने का युवा मिलन के एंड एक्सपेंसेस विल बी ऑन पर एक जेडी रिपोर्ट में देखिए समझा ना तो दैट विल बी द सेंट्रल बॉडी અને એવરી સેક્રેટરી અને હેડા એકમ એકમ જે નો એટલે 3 જાડી બનીને પ્રોગ્રામ અને બી રિઝલ્ટ કઈ બનીને સમસ્યા માટે નો ન્યૂ સેક્રેટરી
प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस की एक पूनम भाई का सॉल्यूशन क्या है पहला हम प्रॉब्लम को डिस्कस करेंगे
वेडिंग यूनिवर्सिटी रिलेटेड है और मैक्सिमम खाली पानी लेवल पे ना पर वेडिंग लेवल पे वी आर सीइंग मैक्सिमम मिडिल क्लास फैमिलीज व्हाट इज एक्सेप्टेंस पेरेंट एंड एक्सेप्टिंग दैट भाई ठीक है पानी लाख में तो मिले तो ने इट इज वी आर गिविंग गर्ल्स नॉट वेरी इजी इन तो मिले बड़े टाइम पर वाटना पड़े रेडी करे तो छोड़ छोड़ करे युवा मिलन का मतलब कोई स्नेह मिलन युवा मिलन नहीं है तो कोई मुझे छोटे से मैच करते हैं तो मुझे छोटे से बोले तो आपको हराएगा कोई एडो थॉट प्रोसेस है कोई आना चाहिए ना तो ये मानेंगे स्नेह मिलन में हराया और जो भी वाले दिया तो that basically is for matchmaking the स्नेह मिलन का जो concept है तो for matchmaking है वो concept ना करे अगर youth के at all age groups they at all middle class high class everything we want to give sports team रखो entertainment रखो in a different concept where it is not similar it is a community bonding for youngsters and over here from word usage का स्नेह मिलन में वो एज ग्रुप कैटेगरी में बाहर दिया हमने थोड़ा बहुत वैसे ना अमुक के लिए वो माइंडसेट तो स्नेह मिलन जो and to be very true Hyderabad will be very happy to host youth this has been since long time host के में Hyderabad is ready वो youth जो अलग प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज किए प्लान जो और 2 nights 3 days जो in a very different manner where they will look forward to it every year Kanaka this can be a regular feature every alternate year and calendar year mark करेंगे from January में from 1st to 15th there are weddings बड़े जगह के कम्युनिटी का you get property also at a very good price and we can organize it very well in between that dates of 1st to 15th I suggest it to be a regular feature every alternate year so parents have to cover it चलो भाई 10 वाले का मिस किया next year or alternate year they can look forward to that and they can send their children नालो में जो activity जो is संजीवनी है it is a regular activity अगर इनमें labs हैं हम activities वो regular activity re-activity regular activity ना हो every year or every alternate year mark that calendar year so in between that 1st to 15th we will have this so every parent who is wanting to send knows hi and both questions from that data that you get make a biodata where each photo and photograph and all his details in education details and all that you get the data and that is there in the margin कोई भी कम्प्यूटर access that is
what was you had a meeting with the youth in Hyderabad. What were their concerns? Why are they not coming to?
See, what is happening is education. A doctor is looking for a doctor. A chartered accountant is looking for a chartered accountant. Somebody is wanting to settle in US, so they are seeing the capability in a way. Are you okay to go to US? And there are so many criteria. And I'm telling you, in our age, because there was a fear factor. What would our parents think? What would the community think? What is the fear factor is not there. It is absolute acceptance that this is my personal choice that I like the opposite person whom I am studying with or whom I am working with. And it becomes a legal thing. So only to curb that, you should have more social gatherings. When you become friends, I should know the person sitting here, I should know him personally. आप इनके मिला इनके घर एक छोटो है छुट्टी सारी है इनकी सोशल लाइफ है हाउ दे आर लिविंग the more you know only then you will want to encourage things like that we are not knowing each other we are meeting for very little time today I was in connect with Rajesh Bhai for phone so much time today I met Rajesh Bhai so I know Rajesh Bhai now the more I know him probably I know his family so we need to meet quite often so that gathering is not the bonding create a role of Samaj DBKDO whatever you say to bring people together I should know each and every care power grow business why should I do business outside अगर jewelry India में why should I have a 10 people 80 I have faith
until and unless Ganesh is looking you. If I have one-to-one bond with each other, Sharad bhai, I might have met him like once, hello, but our 4 friends होगा काम में Sharad bhai sir hello, I came to know his nature, his capabilities, family. So once we are meeting, we are knowing each other. So we should meet quite often. We should meet. Some of us should meet at gatherings. First gathering, if this thing is Hyderabad is ready to host.
Thank you for that. Thank you
For that.
Thank you.
Yeah, very round of applause.
माझी गोवाची युवा मिलन के परिवार में आगमन सही है सर पानी रोटेशन के हिसाब से दर बरे युवा मिलन पहला योजना में आए थे पर किसी कारण सर 5 महीने में 7 महीने निकली गए था तो हम हिसाब से हमारे रोटेशन में मार्च से करने वाला है तो रिसेंटली राजेश भाई जी लिया जाने एक अपने प्रेसिडेंट मनीष भाई उससे डिस्कशन जो है and is ready to आयोजन करने में ready है तो we should explore which is that they immediately go for युवा मिलन which is already due long back.
Let's discuss the problem. Yuva Milan is a solution.
Take this.
So I understand you want to look at the problem state, but I also want to understand it's pretty young. When we had this IT summit in Bangalore, what was the ROI of all that investment? I second that yes, Yuva Milan is there. See, they're all in the world of Gen Z and we actually want to talk to them. See them all the time on my Instagram. We have a lot of the generation, I see my colleagues, the IBs that we do, they're all looking at leadership programs and it's very peanut prices, you know. Some good spokesperson which is on Instagram just takes 100 rupees or 200 and takes 2-3 hours. So to attract this crowd as a social event, rather than influence, we can say, okay, as a Samaj we're doing leadership where there might be a career counseling or a leadership program. I'm sure they're doing it in different pockets, but as a social gathering, we bring them on a common platform that should be letting these people on board. But I'm not sure about the ROI what came out of that IT summit that we had. So that will be one of the way how we are playing fellowship, right?
No, first of all, I appreciate your points are appreciated. I will first of all appreciate that social media interaction is very important. That is the right perspective. There have not been enough platforms of our community on the social media except Facebook, which is also not very relevant for that group at present. Facebook is largely for household, business owners, that is going very well. There is no such social media platform for the Gen Z. So we appreciate that. Somebody has to initiate, somebody has to work on it. Second, about ROIs. See, I tell you, in a community which is so small, this group and the ROI for that, which is a big effort by people who are willing, which is not seen. So somebody has written, somebody has planned, somebody has arranged for accommodation, somebody has gone from so many places, today we have at least 50 people traveled from so many mahajans just for this. ROI is just being together, biggest ROI. So if there is a summit, the biggest ROI is for us to get together. So that is one thing. But let's continue our discussion on our problem statement. Our problem statement of KDO youth not getting attracted to each other for marriage. Why?
I think we should hear from you first.
Correct. So let's have Satish Bhai and jump to the youth. We need to discuss the problem statement. Why? What is the reason? One, yeah.
Basically, what I understand. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Please go ahead.
So,
जहाँ पास बोल ना
What I feel is the समाज is not able to provide that. या जेवण के समाज की benefit मिले ना तो आप अच्छा करा. So the main point is what attracts me to getting on this stage.
I'll reframe my question. What is the problem of not coming in the community platforms of the problem of the youth, the girls and the boys of the community not choosing them as life partners or
जेव्हा मैं वाचतो कशा प्रकारे आजूबाजू केलं आहे केंद्रीय केलं आहे त्याला ते म्हणतात की I know we start talking, we start chatting, but that will only happen when I get something from this stage. So जेव्हा तुम्ही समाज प्रोवाइड ना केलं होतं केलं होतं it's very simple.
Good point. Good point. Yeah. Anybody else? Yes, Satish, sorry.
Basically, unless and until you come in contact with each other, you don't develop that bonding or understanding. And that has to come not at the age of 20, 22. It has to be much earlier. When they are, right from the childhood, if they come in contact, they get to know each other. That's why it should start. So I feel to a certain extent the parents also play a role over here, where they have to bring their children to the program, the community program, and so that the children stay first mingle, they get to know each other. And after that, I think at the age of 20, 22, if their frequency matches, their expectations they match, then I feel that will get converted into a life partner. So I have a feeling you have to start at an early age, and if we miss out on that, then I think it becomes difficult, because all of a sudden if someone says, okay, I'm so-so, would you like to marry me? They will say, I don't know you. So unless and until you get to know each other, it's very difficult to happen. Because they are already there in the outside world with their classmates, with their friends, where they are already in contact. So that's why, once they find that someone is appealing to them, they start going more and more over there, and that's where the relations are developed. So I have a feeling it should be at an early age, and we should start with, I think, as what we are doing, dharmic sessions, the pathshala. So it should all come from there at that young age. That's how
Parents have a very major role in this. Parents have a very major role in this. It is from there that the children learn, or they come with them. And at very younger age, if they take them and bring them to all these community meetings and all, from then it is there in their mind that, yes, we have to go there, they listen something. Maybe they absorb some things, they might like something or not, but at that point of time, somewhere when they are grown up, these things are there in their minds, so it will work. But main problem nowadays is intercaste marriages, wherein the boy is from one, maybe our community, the girl is from another community. The boys, most of the families I have seen, they are more drawn towards their family side or their relation or what they are doing on that. जरा बताए डेढ़ आवाज में फैमिली में बोलते थे ना डेढ़ में जो को इंटरकास्ट मैरिज क्या है and छुट्टी from another caste, that person is completely changed and only जो adopt करेगा इंटरकास्ट मैरिज में जरा बहुत ही आगे तो one of the reasons that पाने छोकरा वाला पहला वाला ऐसे का पाने जरा ऊंचा किया रहता प्लस इंटरकास्ट मैरिज में लोगों पेरेंट्स के लिए कोई इंटरेस्ट ना करे जाने अगर पाने छोकरे को कोठी ने मार पानी छोटे का तक ये थी क्या ना पक्का गुजराती में क्या है बाबा ने कहते हैं कि they are drawn towards them only जो ग्रुप the level of जो हिंदी अलग है तो relations होनी बड़े अलग है लेकिन मैं डॉक्टर થઈને હતા એમને જરા ઓછો થઈને સાચી જોડી
To a certain extent, I think the community also plays a role over here because they will have to organize programs which will be lifestyle.
the opposite person to come to
Yeah, I think it's a chicken and egg problem. It's a chicken and egg problem.
Yes.
We don't have asking. You have very great choices. અને અમે બી પાંજે લોકો છીએ થોડા બની નથી હવે થઈએ કા તો એક જ માટે નથી બધી લોકો જોડાય સુપ્રીમના લોકો કહેતા ગાડો કોઈ પ્રકાશ સો આઈ થિંક ઇટ્સ અ ચિકન એગ પ્રોબ્લેમ આની વસ્તી વધતી you have more youngsters, you have more kids, you have more choices. Today that is the biggest problem. So as Nishit was saying, this first problem is, second one is related to the first problem. So as long as we are not able to solve the community population problem, we are bound to have this problem.
Actually, we have not heard him properly. Let me go back to what he said. Okay, parents said but is he really wanting to come here? First of all, let's understand clearly. This is the problem. And I will go back to what Hemant just said, that Ekam and Maja have to calendar their program which is suited. चलो आगे चलते हुए महाजन ने अच्छे अगली एक अच्छे ओळखाण थी तो क्या करता पण महाजन ने का तो एकम में अचेला करे वहां बटे प्लेटफॉर्म पे क्या प्रॉब्लम आई कि जे हेवन जी सिचुएशन ना करे डिजाइन ई क्वेश्चन पाके महाजन जे આગેવાન महाजन जे ટ્રસ્ટીગણ અને महाजन ने जो काम करे था ये सब पूछे जो है बहुत सारे है कि प्रोग्राम क्या प्रोग्राम है ये जो कि केड़ा है प्रोग्राम डिजाइन किया होगा અને એમને કોઈ ગામ છે कि वो प्रोग्राम ना करे घणी बार तो फंडर ना है कारण के जो धार्मिक प्रोग्राम पे रजा जो तो फंड अच्छी करता महाराज साहब अच्छे ई फंड अच्छी करता परिषद के फंड अच्छी करता पर ई फंड जाए ई फंड में एकड़े प्रोग्राम ना करे पार्टिसिपेशन करे जो है ई प्रोग्राम इनफ नहीं नंबर 1 देयर इज वेरी वेरी क्लियर स्टेटमेंट तो प्रोग्राम वे तो मानो चिंता पेरेंट्स की जबरदस्ती को क्या नहीं करना आज कोर्ट में जो कॉन्सर्ट में तो क्यों पेरेंट्स से तो कि वे हले बात कोर्ट में ले लो वो जनगणना में जो 8,000 रुपये 9,000 रुपये टिकट है पेरेंट छड़िया बता 9,000 रुपये टिकट प्लस फ्लाइट का खर्चा आईपीएल की मैच है तो क्यों पेरेंट जबरदस्ती कर रहे हो એટલે એડિંગ આ है कि एट महाजन ट्रस्टी एंड महाजन वे ऑफ चेंज but change ना पर एटलीस्ट कैलेंडर तो कर सकते का प्रोग्राम वी हैव टू कैलेंडर द प्रोग्राम અને આમ છે માં कैलेंडर ના ગયા આમ सब ના ગયા वी आर पुटिंग रॉन्ग एक्सपेक्टेशन तो पहला સૌથી પહેલા મળે महाजन की रिक्वेस्ट है અને કે એક તો એક સ્ટાર્ટ વિથ સ્મોલ એટલો પ્રોગ્રામ કેલેન્ડર ગયો અને वो પ્રોગ્રામ કે ડિઝાઇન भी લઈને મળે वो મળે યુવાજ કરે 100% with no intervention અને 100% એમને ફંડ ડેવલપ કરતા you have to fund it કારણ કે આજ બહુ બેઝિક ખર્ચા भी કેનો તો સારે ફૂડના કરે એ 700-800 રૂપિયા તો આપણે લગીને નથી મિનિમમ प्लस 12 में वो खर्चा है सो यू हैव टू कैलेंडर वन प्रोग्राम नंबर 1 पर अभी भी आपने चाहो कि देयर माइट बी मोर सॉल्यूशन लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द प्रॉब्लम बेटर सबसे पहला तो मुझे जो टेक होम वो क्लियर है कि मां बटे कोई पण सोशल मीडिया प्लॅटफॉर्म नाही तेव्हा झिरो आहे झिरो केडीओ जो सोशल मीडिया प्लॅटफॉर्म फॉर यूथ नाही तो समाज माझ्या काही ठेवणं शकतो दॅट इज पार्ट ऑफ माय होमवर्क माय कॅरियर फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिक्युलर रिअलाइजेशन वर्क आणि तुझे थॉट વધારે क्लियर થઈ ગયો કે इंस्टाग्राम जो प्लॅटफॉर्म होता तो विल ड्राइव
Just Cochin Terasa ने Instagram page है, which is run by the youth.
पण वो देरासर पेज होतो
That I can check.
એટલે वो पेज जो हम तो देरासर जो होतो अगेन देरासर जो पेज में मेंशन कदाच ना છે એટલે માટે એની યુથ की इंस्टाग्राम बनाना बंदो इन टर्म्स ऑफ इंटरेक्शन पण बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सोल्यूशन બે કમિટી આવ્યા મેં કીધી પણ એનાથી માં વધારે ઇનપુટ કેનો સપોઝ યુથ કે લેવું है तो व्हाट इज द सॉल्यूशन अपार्ट फ्रॉम क्रिएटिंग एन इंस्टा सी एडा माने एवरीबॉडी वाज डिस्कसिंग ऑन युवा मिलन मींस वी वर डिस्कसिंग युवा मिलन मनोरंजन के sponsorship but is there any other innovative way?
We can have instant competitions.
Let's
Yeah, so not exactly a solution, but yeah, see, when you have to connect to the youth, you have to talk in a language that they speak, than the language that you want them to understand.
Yeah.
Correct? That is the first platform. Like how we say, why would we want to come there when there is nothing which attracts them? Correct? So there has to be something which attracts them, be it sports or be it a cultural activity, be it a platform to showcase their talent. There are so many people, you know, there are so many artists in our community, there are so many startups in our community, there are so many budding businesses which do not get support from our community right now. You know, like I know budding artists, let's say. I don't get the support from my community. We are so many people, we are like literally so many people, and we do spend on XYZ things. But when I'm showcasing, when I'm trying to showcase it somewhere, I don't have a platform where I can showcase it in my own community. There are communities which are so strong on that they not move out of their own community if they want something. Like how you said, if I want a jewelry, I should know that these 10 people from my own community are in this segment. So those kind of things, you know, like how he said, you need not name it same here because that is something that young generation will run away from. Here, शादी के लिए जाना है मैं
correct.
But if you name it something like, you know, you are engaging them for sports or, you know, showcase your talents, something like that, that will definitely attract a major chunk. Also, it has to be more frequent. Like once in a year, okay, in a single destination. Maybe in income wise or let's say if you have a Bangalore and how frequently we can meet and arrange those kind of events. Something like that would really help.
Just to add her, so the way that I said about the IT summit was just about a repeat, something like stability. Today's the generation that we talked about wants to see like we gave an example of Coldplay. You see, they know there are a lot of events that are coming in. So what is the continuity or the stability that they are getting? And especially when we have to look at this generation, all we need is recognition. So like this is when you do an event of sports, you say, okay, you come on some page, you come on some media, they get motivated, oh yeah, I need this here. So they need that recognition. The generation requires a public figure. So you might be kind of see or think about it. So we can also look at those kind of things where they get recognition. Once they say, okay, if I'm on this forum, I will be recognized. So I want to keep coming here now again. So in events, you're actually thinking about the calendar event, but the stability of having them recurring.
જો તમે એક બીજી વાત બહુ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ કહું આજકાલના જમાનામાં ધી boys and girls want to be married within their own places. Nobody wants to migrate. मुंबई जा छोकरा जाए से यानी के कदाच छोकरा छोकरी के एडा मैं अचूँ हैदराबाद जा कदाच बेंगलोर ना अच्छे बेंगलोर everybody wants to be in their comfort zone. right? So that is becoming more important કે એ કમ્પ્લીટ જે કમ્ફર્ટ ઝોન है ना वो प्रोवाइड करे बराबर કે એડા એડમિશન લખલા કે वो એનો બી કહ્યું કે वो બહાર ટ્રાન્સફર થયે એમ કરતા તો રિજનલ પ્રોગ્રામ કહ્યું તે બેટર રહે ના એનો સોલ્યુશન એટલો बहुत है तो बहुत सारा है कि भाई नंबर 1 सोल्यूशन है कि कैलेंडर में प्रोग्राम અને वो प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूट करें દરેક માધ્યમ એટલે એડા सब માધ્યમ 6 માધ્યમ है અને એવો એકમ है कम से कम 6 અને 7 प्रोग्राम तो कम से कम कैलेंडर कयो आज मैं डिसाइड કર્યું કે स्टार्टिंग में नेक्स्ट मार्च સુધી એકલો कोई भी लेवल पे युवा मिलन जी का तो या स्टेट मिलन जी का तो यूथ लेड प्रोग्राम जिनका फॉर्मेट क्या है से वन डे भी हो सके અને we open the registration for all to attend registration open है भले वो फोकस है हैदराबाद का प्रोग्राम तो हैदराबाद का फोकस है हुबली जो प्रोग्राम तो हुबली का फोकस है एला वन इनविटेशन तो वाला कैंडिडेट पार्टिसिपेट करना है 4 बेस पे वो मिनिमम फीस रखो एंड एक्टिविटी में मॉर्निंग टू इवनिंग में एक पब्लिक सेशन एक गेम एंडिंग विद गुड मॉकटेल विद डीजे અને बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग मॉकटेल बार्स तो એમાં मैं एक्सपर्ट है आगे मैं बता देता हूं बट समथिंग व्हिच इज मोर इंटरेस्टिंग एरो फील्ड है एरो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जबरदस्त इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वी ऑल की भाड़े के बाद नो तो 50,000 रुपए हो जाती है लाख रुपए वन लाख रुपए हां आई एम सॉरी टू अंडरलाइन इट 100,000 रुपए एक लाख रुपए बाकी कंपनी का अलग चार्ज लो 11,000 रुपए सो बाय द यूथ फ्रॉम द यूथ कयो એટલો પ્રોગ્રામ કેલેન્ડર માં અને એટલીસ્ટ 7 यूथ जो प्रोग्राम कयो तो એમને સોલ્યુશન કેવું તો એટલીસ્ટ ही करेक्ट है बहुत बड़ा सॉल्यूशन एकरी सॉल्यूशन जबरदस्त आवेगा क्रिएटिंग प्रोफाइल्स ऑफ केडीओ युवा प्रोफाइल्स अगर यू नो नाम मैरिज में होता तेरी प्रोफाइल है कि जिनमें फोटोग्राफ एजुकेशन हॉबीज इंटरेस्ट तो प्रोफाइल आने युवा के बदल दिया કારણ કે 5 આમ કેવું હતા કે ભાઈ પાકે ઇન્ફોર્મેશન જ ના હુ આર ધ પીપલ કોનો સ્કિલ है वी डोंट हैव दैट तो प्रोफाइल्स बनाला करे बड़ा वी इनिशिएटेड देयर दे आर गोइंग टू मेक प्रोफाइल ऑफ 150 के 160 प्रोफाइल आइडेंटिफाई किए होगा एटलीस्ट 20 इयर्स प्लस की प्रोफाइल मैरिज जी का है 20 इयर्स टिल अनमैरिड की प्रोफाइल्स जी बनाए जी नक्की दे पश्चिम અને કાશીકોટ એટલે અલગ બહુ યુવા રેડી ગયા અને they will be collecting the data and creating the profile free of charge so it's an app में जाए ऐप में प्रोफाइल बनी रहती और वो प्रोफाइल बने एक बार तो बोला it is not a marriage profile it is a profile to circulate कि भाई I am this but I am Nishil, my interest is wildlife photography. I am educated in this and my Instagram account is this. तो ये करेक्ट क्यों है? तो एक और सजेशन है कि अगर नहीं सपोज कोई भी बच्चा कुछ गौरी गौरी अने इंटरनल ग्रुप में प्रोफाइल क्रिएशन चालू करो from 20 years onwards for दक्षिण भारत जब जितना भी युवा है बड़े इकोनॉमी में तो that will really help and that will bring the Insta life so I am committing that Facebook and Insta बहुत आए हैं जो मानो समझो but we that is not really popularized we will create a युवा Insta and send the link in the next 15 days my only request is that get on that and make this committee for creating profiles just profile creation and a profile now Insta we can put the profile. We'll make a nice system and profile creation from you. Like from our side, we create the Insta, from your side, we will create the profile.
Samast Mahajan, I have a suggestion. Rather than getting the intercaste weddings, KDO margin should collaborate with Kachi Visa Uswal margin. You know, people of Kachi Visa Uswal, we had a gathering in Hyderabad, wherein all candidates from Visa Uswal and all candidates from Dasa Uswal, they were all put together. So that, you know, we had 7 collaborations happening out of that. So it is the hetu was same. अभी माँ बे उन्होंने उनका तो माने कच्ची में ना पड़े अभी बोले Visa Uswal में समस्त महाजन Bombay should take the initiative of collaborating with Visa Uswal Plaza and should keep on collaborating get together. अभी Visa Uswal का भी छोटा है तो बाकी पामे कदा खेड़ो थी जो आने छोटा वो अच्छा नहीं है. The quantity of girls is more than quantity of boys. Quantum wise also that disparity is there. कोई वो छोकरा अच्छे में कोई केंजी लाइफस्टाइल साथे के मैच करे तो कोई सिटी मैच थी नहीं थी तो देन वो जो वो क्राइटेरिया है उनका वो उठा चाहिए होता कि हैंडफुल रहता बतरे छोकरा रहता देन वो छोकरो रिजेक्ट करे तो बाहर रिजेक्ट करे इट इज लाइक देन गॉन केस. So I would suggest Jain में तो पांजा Visa Uswal समाज collaborate. There is nothing wrong. उन्हीं के हेड साथे गाल गया पांजा हेड से इड़ा मिलो तो अपने मन से आने वाली थी जरूरत है.
इधर बनाना है.
या
और जो गलत पानी समाज को धीरे-धीरे में बनाता है दुनिया में एजुकेशन नहीं के पानी सुखी हुई लगभग है छोकरा का बोले प्लस तो तो भी आजकल सुखी है एजुकेशन नहीं लगभग जॉब में अंदर जॉब में कैसे कुछ सैलरी दे वो रहता है भाई रहता अंदर छोकरों ने लाने का छोकरे का शरीर को शाम त्याप्रमाणे काही बिझनेस इंग्लिश चे तो त्याप्रमाणे काही या लोकांनी ज्या माहिती मुली साथे तरी ज्या मुली लेवल को मुझे पता है वो ज्या ज्या का कारण है क्या और की काही एकदम है बहुत चीजों की उम्र में के बिना छोकरी की छोक पानी समाज में लेवल पे नहीं रखो वो चीज जरा बात कही जा कम कही जा उन साथों को कहीं मतलब जनरली उस लेवल पे ढूंढो वही बता वो डॉक्टर कोई सीए कोई आईटी जॉब वाला वो बोलते लोग हैं अपने जो इंटरकास्ट समझ थी मैंने उड़ाई इमेजिन थी उन्हें उन लेवल के सारे पार्टी छुट्टी और हाई लेवल में नपादा छोकरा थोड़ा एजुकेशन लो लेवल में सैलरी में लो लेवल में तो ये भी तो मेन प्रॉब्लम है कि वीडियो की बात समाज में ये चक्कर थी. सेकंड थिंग है कि जो पांच मतलब आउटसाइड है आई टोटल सर्वे नहीं था तो जो को मुंबई ला के उनके मामले में आए ना कोई मुंबई तो आउटसाइड को साउथ की जॉब किला भी जॉब छुट्टी में तक मुंबई की करे और मुंबई की साउथ में अभी भी जैसे मैंने उसको इधर होता है कोई चीज बनाने वो काम ही यहाँ कोई चीज में इसमें जब सब लोग में छोटा करे में उम्र आए थे अन्य आए हो इनमें तो वो चीज करने लगा कि काम मेरे तक काम शुरू कर दो चलो आज ये रात है वहाँ को भी इधर कोई छुट्टी देना तैयार नहीं कोई चला तैयार नहीं कोई के काम शुरू कर दिया कि अच्छी शुरू कर दो कि इसी की जरा बात में होते चला जाएगी. इधर कोई प्रॉब्लम है बात करने में जो पानी छुट्टियाँ का मिला करके काम शुरू होना है ऐसा कि बुरुन नहीं करते मुंबई नहीं करते बात कराने में नहीं एक्चुअली करने में कौन सी कोई बात हमारी लाइफ में तो सारे लाइफ जो भी इनकी जितने वैल्यू होगा नहीं सत्ता भी छुट्टी वहाँ की लाइफ का तैयार नहीं पर वो काम कमी करके एरिया में होगा गवर्नमेंट सवाल सत्ता के रात को रहोगे हर पानी नहीं ना होगा काळामध्ये पहिल्याच महिन्याने माझ्याकडे जो देशावर जाता आम्ही लोक बी की खाली जेवण वस्तू उचलून या छोकरा येईल रेल છોકરી તો એની નાનપણથી મોટી ઘરમાં મળી જાય એવી વડોળ હોતી અને કોઈ તો પાછા ઇન્ટરકાસ્ટ મેરેજ બે તો નહીં જાય પછી કોઈ છોકરીઓ એની કે કોઈ લેવલ મને તો પોતે એની સાથે કરી કરતા ઇન્ટરકાસ્ટ મેરેજ બતાવેલા એજ્યુકેશન સારો બી અને એની માટે એજ્યુકેશન
Sorry, yes.
I think we are missing influencers. Mujahid Academy that was someone who shared few profiles to my parents, and then that person glued both the families together till the marriage. That was a very, very key thing which I think we are missing these days of influencers for multiple reasons. Complicated, explained, so if as a community we can recreate those influencers, right, I think that will change a big time. Second one, I think you feel touched upon this. We are focusing more on chokra chokri ke samjhe na. But I think parents, we should create an awareness or something, a trust for the parents in telling their kids that they have to get married in the community itself. So something to be done for parents. I think Ekta is doing something, you know, to create messaging story for the Ekta Villa. Is doing something, but I think it's a very at WhatsApp level. It has to be taken further.
Yes, you wanted to stop.
To add on to the Instagram thing that you mentioned, so it's better you create something like youth of idiots, and instead of just highlighting a profile, rather have a story of that particular person, giving out what is he doing, what is he passionate about. Like over Instagram, we have many good channels such as Humans of Bombay, Humans of Bangalore, where we have to recreate the story of that particular person and why they should be interested in that particular person. Accordingly, in the youth of idiots itself, you showcase how the leaders have successfully transformed into basically life-changing partners or good friends or overall header of the organization. The more the showcase is towards what the youth of KDO is doing, only then it will be highlighted. Also, when you carry out the programs, it's not necessarily to highlight that we are really looking out for to partner you guys, but rather ice break them so much that they actually feel start getting more involved. And that will be done by frequency of more programs. Once a while you can sponsor more, but the other events could then be let's say self-sponsored or at a minimal cost. We can organize more and more. Only then the youth of India will show more interest towards the events.
See, we will address two issues. जैसे क्या कि भाई छोकरीओ વધારે ભણેલી है અને ગાઈસ એજ્યુકેશન ઇઝ લેસ ઇટ્સ અ ફેક્ટ બહુ ફેક્ટ આવી है बहुत થયો है અને બહુ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ આગે જાકે એક રીઝન બહાર આવ્યો can somebody say why the reason is there like that? It's a general question. Why girls are better educated and why boys are little bit less educated? Why girls have better salary? Obviously because they are better educated, and similarly the boys are not able to catch up. Can you
Girls are more focused actually. Boys are more notorious.
Okay, that's a funny part of it, but let's have the real reason. कोई रीजन कैसे लो बहुत सरप्राइजिंग रीजन पहली चिंतन में बाहर आ समझ आ रहा है इट केम फ्रॉम अ गाय ऑफ 24 इयर्स सॉरी बोले छोड़ो ये प्रश्न એટલો બડો ચર્ચા વાળા पहली चिंतन शिविर में कि भाई छोकरा ओछा भणेला ने छोकरी વધારે ભણેલી અને इट स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम एकड़ा जे बहुत फेमस लॉयर है अमदावाद में वो क्या कोई सीधे छोकरा से मारे ઘણી બધી વાત હતા એટલે એની જમણો જ આવે કે એમની વાત આવે કે છોકરા એટલા ઇફેક્ટિવ કે હેરો ના बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर के माथे में मंडरा है। एकड़ो फादर्स पेरेंट्स प्रेशर डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट के भाई हमें नहीं અને ધંધો બાંધવો है એમને you are the next એકડો બ્રાન્ડ you are the next 22 વર્ષની ઉંમર કોઈ એ છોકરો કે કેવી કરીને 24 વર્ષ તો એને સેલ્ફ પ્રેશર છે તો કે મુકે પીયર પ્રેશર કે મુકે કે I have to make the money whereas છોકરીઓનો પ્રેશર નતો લે અને બહુ જ ગાર્ડેડ એટમોસ્ફિયર में जब पेरेंट्स ने तो बेटा અને वो फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटी की आईआईटी की ओला करी અને 26 years की एज में she has got many batches in her chest કે ભાઈ બહુ બેસ્ટ એની કે એજ્યુકેશન મળી રહે તો કોઈ ઓબ્વિયસલી જે કે very high grade job this is a fact અને એ છોકરો જે છે તે इतना मारो कंफर्म किया ठीक है कैडी का इंडायरेक्ट डायरेक्ट प्रेशर में जीवन में जोड़ा प्रैक्टिकल क्या है तो हकीकत है तो आप वहां विचार करो ना कि ना है ना यार सीधो ऐसा पेरेंट्स लोग पास छोटे जाते हैं घर में बंद तो क्या हुआ 5 14 पर हकीकत क्यों दे we just say but the fact remains that the guy is joining the business and has stopped studying. Whereas the girl is going to.
I think I would look at it the other way around. I don't correct me if I'm wrong. A boy, when he's there, when he's supposed to be heading the family, he's more pampered by the mothers, especially here, you know. He's been supported with extra money and things like that. So when we go to those that fire into the child to earn is also kid.
No, kid na wo reverse hai. Born.
No, it dies. And actually, for him, normally to earn, it generally dies down.
It's the other way around. I'll tell you. In today's generation, the guys are so self-motivated and they want to do something. The girls are given enough opportunities by the parents. They work hard over time, even pay the high donation fees for entering the girls. See, today I am talking about even my daughter. She is now going to the IIT in New York. She studied from Singapore. Now, by the time she comes back, she will be 25, 26 years. And if we are looking at boys, then obviously she will look for somebody who is at least similarly educated or having that skills. So which is going to be a challenge. But then the fact is that how do we solve this? One is, I appreciate your comment saying that Instagram should not be a profile. Yes, it has to be a different format. So we are going to create different format. Obviously, we are not post a profile saying that मेरा ऐसा दिखता हूँ मैं, मेरा education है, मुझसे शादी कर लो kind of thing. We are not going to do that. Second, role of influencer, very rightly said. That community is shunned, it is almost vanished, and their influencers are converted themselves into marriage below professional. Registration charge is 50,000 rupees, etc., etc., etc. And पानी community में जरूर है वो influencers से जे पहला करंट हुआ बहुत important काम हो, अने it has to be looked at a new way. The problem is there. Solution also we have discussed that we will calendar program, we will do Insta. Third thing is definitely we have to create that library and we have to get the network together. So it is a fact that we have to get the network together. Action from Ekam and Majan side, they will calendar one program each. And if that calendar program is sent to us from someone who will add value. The program supposed to be done to be add value. Maybe we can provide the right trainers from within the community because we have got the network. Today, I will not be shy, but you look at people like Ravi, who is leading his venture and managing one of the largest funds in India, value based, and he's one of the most celebrated investment bankers. Right? I don't know whether you know about Ravi Dharamsi, who are into investment banking. Have you heard about manifest? So he's a KDO and one of the biggest one of India. So we can bring those type of people online, offline. There are so many people. There is one of the best wildlife photographer is KDO. Everest Samudra is a KDO. One of the most creative designers stays in Bangalore. He works with Oblivion Matter. Creative design. The best fashion designer is a KDO. Means you name it. You are the best food creator who's a KDO here, right here. So, yeah, so we have a lot of talent. Please calendar the program and send it to us. Calendar program and we will try and evaluate. Can we bring people together? So please you write.
To start with, Hyderabad, we organized the largest, South India's largest Navratri happening in Hyderabad, wherein the footfall is 10,000 people daily. So I invite, suppose Samast Mahajan is okay, say identify that youth or 100, 150 youth.
Yeah.
So what we will do is we can have this program followed by that Navratri thing for 3 nights or whatever. So it will be and that goes on. It is the largest food court. We have the food court of around 60,000 square feet. And we serve around 2,000 food products and it goes on till 3 o'clock at night.
Oh, very good.
So youth will be attracted for that. Have 2 nights or 3 nights, whatever you feel like, and we can surely have it in Hyderabad.
Elders are also attracted to it.
Absolutely. All are welcome. बच्चों के साथ पेरेंट्स रहेंगे ना.
So let us say mobile is one let us say एक मिनट खाली एक बता दो पेपर में नहीं हुआ एक तो देना है तो बताएगा नहीं. Let us say we organize this and if 50-60 students are able to travel from all over India for this program. So at least
Everything, stay and everything can be organized.
That's what I want.
I think my one point is he basically is not to play parliament. See, you have to start participation when was to show at the parliament. Parliament activity ऐसे करते हैं कि पहला तो ना तो youth forum हो. Youth forum was a very good forum. अने महिला मंच हो. कि वो director activity. वो बोलते हैं activity. youth forum में another activity competition का youth forum में so there are interaction about it and that make it every event करता ना ऊपर मजा करेगा
अली गार एक्सेप्टेड है वो यही जो है कि पानी माजरों में ना युवा फोरम नहीं
है और सारे होते हैं को मैच इवेंट हो according to the that went very well and everybody was there. So एक और activity बहुत मैंने थी छोटा बड़े मैंने culture कमर में समाज कमर में that will take a more different.
तो आएगा सर से काम ना पर घूमने में फर्क पड़ता है कि केपीएम क्या घूमने की क्या ठीक तो वो तो युवा तो क्या है तो युवा मंच तो आएगा तो
વધુ જમે કેટીએમ થયા જો અત્યારે 70 રજિસ્ટ્રેશન યુથ જાતે આવે યુથ में तो छोकरा होता है ना भाई युथ छोकरा भी भाई और इतना बड़ी युथ फॉर्म का कार्यक्रम में नहीं हुआ मैं मिला कि हाली थी इवन देयर इज असेंबली और केटीएम जो देयर फॉर बी के छोकरा कैंडी छोकरा करने को जाते के ले इवन बीके तो बड़ो भी नहीं लोकल में के जाने का क्या नहीं हुआ कैसे देयर फॉर बी के तो युथ आए हुए हैं 70 रजिस्ट्रेशन युथ जाते हैं देयर फॉर बी इतना ज्यादा युथ का उपयोग नहीं करता
भाई most of them started from Bangalore to Hubli
yeah
बैंगलोर के होते आया था आया था युथ किसान
हेलो मोबाइल पर सनराइज नहीं सतीश बेस एडिशन में ना 3 इंच छोकरा ने छोड़ी दैट्स whatever, unlike. અને તો પાછા રિસીવ ભાઈ છે આપણે પાર્કિંગ કે પ્લેટફોર્મ that is the best way. I have seen this is central place, Bangalore. We can do the platform to them. In whatever way, we arrange them, get together, everybody will come. Whatever action to do in that they are own selection. He baki ki answer he go. Receive by that's the best solution we can have. In the super shooting, every platform can have any program, and it has to be there by all minds, whatever it is. Is it?
Actually, answer lies with this KPI. कोई मुझे कोई कच्ची कीमत मिलते हुए कीमत एकदम बड़ा है बाकी प्रोग्राम होता है तो पता नहीं प्रोग्राम क्या करना होगा कि वेदर प्रोग्राम एड़ा है नता अच्छा तो 100% का कि पांच डिजाइन में एफिशिएंसी के प्रॉब्लम है पांच डिजाइन प्रॉब्लम है सो आवर कैलेंडर प्रोग्राम फॉर युवा हैज टू बी हेरो डिजाइन करो कि वो अच्छे એમને મળે પછી એને મળે કે પ્લેટફોર્મ કરે મળે સારી રીતે છે એનો પ્રોગ્રામ નક્કી કર્યો એકડો બીજો પ્રોગ્રામ કર્યો અસી એકડો પ્રોગ્રામ નો ડિઝાઇન સમજતી હરાઈ ગયો પોસ્ટ થઈ ગયો કે ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુટેડ પ્રોગ્રામ બટ અહીં આજે એકદમ બહુ બેસ્ટ કર્યો એટલે બીજો વર્કશોપ હતો અને હું પ્રોગ્રામને મળી ગયો આજે હું 100% ટ્રાય કરી ગઈ ઇન્સ્ટાગ્રામ તો હું એકદમ પશ્ચિમ એકદમ સ્પેસિફિકલી ઇન્ફ્લુએન્સર जो नक्की जो आगे जा के अमदावाद नक्की जो ई मारे प्रोफाइलिंग करी અને 100% કન્સર્ન हुआ है कोई असली मैच मेकिंग तो मैं देखो प्रोफाइल में सेकंड फेज है पर एड़ा माय एटलीस्ट शॉर्ट प्रोग्राम મને એકમમાં કર્યું કોચિંગ હુબલી કોઈમ્બતુર અને બેંગ્લોર गलत तो नहीं है गलत ज्वाइन दिया तो कोई भी प्रोग्राम फ्री कर रहे हैं गलत है 40 गलत तो इस बात कोई प्रोग्राम है એટલે ચાર પ્રોગ્રામ कैलेंडर में हमारा समझ पाने ऑफिस में डेफिनेटली फॉलो चेन्नई में दोस्ती गॉल है दो व्यक्ति है दो मेरा के ज्वाइन है ये चार पांच प्रोग्राम करियो भाई ऑफर आ गई है नवरात्रि that you will simply advertise and third is Instagram पे you have a page that we will create so homework में and solution में Instagram पे पेज समझ चीज आ जाएगा प्रोग्राम कैलेंडर देना है डेट देनी है that would be DBKDO responsibility from someone's responsibility in whatever way whether the faculty can do it whether they do it whatever no problem. About Navratri, if you can give us a date, what we will do is specific advertisement. We will advertise this day, so that it is convenient for you also. You know that we are advertising this day. 2 days. But aside, what is the program? You give us 2 days, any of your convenience. We will advertise it all over India. So that we get the registration, they will come their own way and they will go their own way into sponsoring travel. Only thing what they will require is stay and then they will come to that event themselves and go away. And is it possible to have some kind of area designated, maybe some available some chairs, so that they know that they have to be in this area.
So morning we can morning time have some meet and greet or something like that. In the evening we can have Navratri program. So this will be a total whole day program.
Manish, you will after foreign television and
Yesterday once they come, they can go to Kulpati. Entire team they have to arrive at they go to Kulpati, they do Seva Puja Darshan, come back, then join for Navratri. Then next day morning again you can have something, then again evening they can come for Navratri and birthday they are back.
Maximum
time हुआ कि बिल्कुल ऐसा करे
हाँ
इनका दिनों का डांडिया बड़े डिस्कस थे मैक्सिमम टाइम बड़ी के बेटे को इंट्रोडक्शन
First of all, fixed date given. Pavilion fixed है, केड़ा terminal fixed है, रेजो भी fixed है, तो केड़ा रेजो fixed है, pavilion fixed है, program fixed है. I think we should not try to get 50 to 100 registration with 3 है, plus 5-6 program ना coaching करेंगे, program develop करेंगे, develop करेंगे. We will all do one program. Why नहीं work करेंगे? Once in a year.
बैंगलोर जो इंडिपेंडेंट एप्रोच करे जो અને હુબલી એપ્રોચ કરે અને હૈદરાબાદ એપ્રોચ કરે इनमें कोनो पिंडल तो बैंगलोर ना छोकरा जो बैंगलोर के दे मोस्ट ऑफ देम दे नो ईच अदर सो maybe
this is not about something वाला आपने वेरीफाई किया हमारे कंफ्यूज हो गया ये कोई सफल प्रोग्राम है ना ये इट इज
something incentive to be meeting new people અને કારણમ કે છે જગ્યા લેલા નથી બહુ દૃશ્ય આમ છે કે બર્થડે ગામ ચાર ગામ એટલે ભેગા મતલબ એની જગ્યા છે that would make
ना होस्ट एक है एक प्रोग्राम जो रजिस्ट्रेशन ओपन है टू होल साउथ पर एमए को है कि अभी समझो रजिस्ट्रेशन ओपन है होल साउथ है ओनली वन डे प्रोग्राम है ओवरनाइट नाइट એટલે મેનેજમેન્ટ આપણો બહુ ઓછો છે ત્યારે ઓવરનાइट પ્રોગ્રામ કરા તો વિથ ધેટ કમ્સ અ લોટ ઓફ રિસ્પોન્સિબિલિટી કે ભાઈ એનો this is only morning to evening and a morning to evening में आगे और घर पर भी नहीं बैठाई रहा मुझे आगे से अरे ना तो कोचिंग भी ये बड़ा नहीं है हाँ अरे ना तो सही फाल्गुनी में कोचिंग में she is running the artist what I understand is art studio by annual करके कोचिंग में प्रोग्राम किया बिना ले करेक्ट बिना ले दिए तुमको खबर है ये क्या नवरात्रि ये बिना ले दिए बिना ले इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट प्रोग्राम बर्थडे में म्यूजिक भी अच्छी हो और धमाल और वो जोरदार कोचिंग प्रोग्राम होता है नो 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 इट इज अ फुल ओपन फॉर एवरीबॉडी पर हमको चाहो कि मां ऑर्गेनाइज नहीं हो एंड एंना करता वन डे वन में मां केडियो पे फॉर एग्जांपल कि नवरात्रि करेगा एंड में ऑफरिंग क्या केडियो पर खर्चों को साथ दे समझो बिना का हो तो म्यूजिक फेस्टिवल ओपन हो जाए बड़ा लग रहा है वन में खाली केडियो जो चले ना ना भले चार्ज करे वही बट आपको the structure open see today let me tell you one thing that हम individual program किया तो what will be the expense I am doing individual program खाने जो music जो decoration बरास करना जो A to Z खर्चा पे किया था ना and जे काम में जो program किया था and मैं KDO स्पेशलिस्ट का ज्वाइन करूँ मैं सचोटी KDO जो जोड़ दे रहा हूँ program करूँ ना see खबर बड़ा बिना दिए तो तेरा पहला आवाज नहीं देगी हुबली में किंतु किंतु तो बड़ा नहीं दिया एरो मोहित भाई एरो ये तो हुबली में एरो जो प्रोग्राम एरो जनरल लास्ट 5 6 ना ना केडियो ना हां ना एरो कोई फेमस प्रोग्राम दिलो दो हुबली जाके वो बेला नहीं दिलो दो पंजो करे हम्पी इज द प्लेस हम्पी में लोग बैंगलोर में कोई म्यूजिक फेस्टिवल दिन होता है किसी तो में वन डे नहीं द होल आइडिया इज टू कैपिटलाइज ऑन दैट प्रोग्राम एंड टू जॉइन विद यू सो अगेन वी विल वेट फॉर द कैलेंडर वी विल फॉलो अप फ्रॉम एवरीबॉडी प्लीज डोंट माइंड समझ में फॉलो करेगा एक प्रोग्राम कैलेंडर में ले लो तो ही टॉपिक में बहुत सारा क्या प्रोग्राम दिया पहले टॉपिक में पानी कंक्लूजन थे तो पांचो एकलो बहुत लाइट टॉपिक है मानोटे लास्ट यस प्लीज
as part of Bangalore or putting together any all Belarus or all organizations together
Okay.
So I can probably help in execution of organizing a Friday to Sunday or Friday to Monday, whatever it is, with the help of KDO. But we can also.
What is your name?
My name is Chintan.
धारो करो जतिन बाकी जन आला असी वो खबर है असांजा मैनेजिंग ट्रस्टी
So I can help you know.
Jatin, you are in Bellary, yeah? You are in Bellary, right? Bangalore. Okay. So you can organize this thing and at least take my number, send me the proposed program and a cost with it. Then we can see whether if it is interesting enough, then we can spread that program to all over India, that people can join, right? This is something appreciated. This is what we want. कि भाई एक प्रोग्राम थी है मैं एडवर्टाइज कई हूँ मोटे जॉइन थी है अने दैट इज व्हाट इट इज अने कोई एंगल फंडिंग की जरूरत नहीं है पीपल विल कम सेल्फ फंडेड लेट मी टेल यू दैट नाउ डेज आर गॉन कि बहुत स्पॉन्सरशिप ने મને જે है ना वो इमीडिएट खपे थी वो तो हेमंत भाई उधार दिले कि चेता बाकी रियली बहुत जरूर ना है दे कैन मैनेज वी विल जस्ट फैसिलिटेट देन वो फैसिलिटेट करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है डिस्कस કરીને जो टाइम जो दान एकली गाल कांगे साइड में जातो 5-25 में तीर्थंकर नालो पर है संघ है ना 25 में तीर्थंकर संघ है संघ ला करे दरेक काम वो कोई धर्म थी ओछो ना है नंबर 1 अने ब्यो टाइम जो दान अच्छे जमाने में बहुत बड़ो दान है इट इज नॉट ओनली मनी you all have come here on Sunday, right? People have flown from somewhere, sacrificing a weekend. इन जमाने में 52 वीकेंड ज रहता अने पिछले जमाने में भी जो नेक्स्ट एरा में भी वो 52 या 53 ना थे वाला मारू जो स्ट्रेस इतना हाई रहतो कि वीकेंड दे आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड वो छड़ी ने અહીં સપોઝ 2, 3, 4, 5 કલાક 6 કલાક સમાજ લાગે રેડી હોતા that is the largest contribution of it. It is not always money. So please raise your hands, everybody. મળે હાથ ઊંચા કયો મળે એડો કયો અને okay great. So last 15 minutes we will be discussing and wrapping up. सवा छः के जो टारगेट को बहुत सारा डिस्कस किया हुआ है एक लोग क्रिटिकल डिस्कशन जो कहीं अग्रो है दैट इज ऑफ द डाइवोर्स અને છૂટાછેડા એમને પૂરા है कि
this is the before that
yeah
there are youth representatives
please
ask them what they would like
yes please go obviously yeah बरोड़ा जे लगभग 4-5 एक बालो आहे पण नागेश्वर तीर्थ कुठं आहे मोठी गौशाळा त्यांनी जो प्रोग्राम केला सेलेक्ट केलं सवाल उठे पहला फर्स्ट थिंग इज गौशाला में नहीं कोई बड़े वो गान में बड़े गौशाला में खड़ा है दैट इज वन थिंग कोई बपोर जो जोरदार बड़ा जमे जो है तो पर उन्हें करे उनके पहला व्हाट दे डिड इज दे गिव टोकन टू ऑल विलेज सजे विलेज में का टोकन देना है वो अने एवरी 11 to 1 ये लोग विलेज के चौराहे में डोनेशन किए की भी मेडिसिन कपड़ा की भी जे एंड पूनम जो एजेंडा है दैट इज नॉट नेक्स्ट पूनम समथिंग डिफरेंट द लास्ट टाइम रिमेंबर 25 kgs of crop was given अपना gaum was given if 50 kids they are doing that 11 to 12 one कोई जमे जो बगला गाम सांजी जो सवाल सेवा में देवे सांजी जो 4 बजे भी वो भावना ने वो कार्यक्रम रहता दिरासर में અને सांजी जो ट्रेन पकड़ी पाछा गया એટલે એટલી આઉટિંગ બી થઈ ગઈ પ્લસ ધર્મ પ્લસ એ મજા એટલે એનો કી youth group बनाने एवं आपको जो ट्रिप में चालू किया हुआ है just to excursion तभी that will be a great thing but good yeah
very general problem that children, especially girls, they look for the geography of the place where they are going to settle down.
yeah no job and the place they are set
They don't understand the geography. Thinking, for example, they are a place where they have an exchange of students between four, not students, youth of Pune and Goa. So we were surprised. Out of 8 children, 7 had not heard about Goa.
not heard about
So we were shocked.
Coimbatore
ऐसा कि कोयम्बतूर में नाम है से नहीं पता.
हाँ बराबर है का
So
हाँ बोलिए
I think Shibir अगर पहली बार ही है, definitely she will be expecting what is the geography of the place, how well it is developed. So let us organize programs in those places so that it should not be a one-day program, rather it should be a 2-day program where they are taken around that place to understand how good the other cities are also developed. Today, if you are going to see Cochin or Hubli, they are brilliantly developed. But there is a misconception that those cities are small cities. So, if there is a collaboration between the similar DNA, for example, Cochin, Coimbatore, Hubli, Cochin or something, the marriages, the rate of marriages will go. Expecting a Bombay girl to come to Coimbatore or something may be a challenge. We cannot question someone's personal choices. They are grown there, they are ready for that kind of culture and lifestyle. But at least cities having similar DNA can be merged together. Now, one question brilliantly this boy asked, what will I get from the community? It's a real question what he is asking. Third generation which was telling, I will give to my community, whether my community gives me anything or not, so generation gone. We are stagnated there. We are culprits. This generation is culprit that all our events are so monotonous. Either we call people to collect funds or give spiritual discourses. This is not the generation which is doing. That's the generation. You give me something, I give you money. We need to feed that element of things. So if the programs are designed in such a way where I feel it is high time where the margins or the funds which are organizing spiritual discourses on the Maharaj side of change, उन्हीं के भी हमें बाकी बुलाने चाहिए तो आप आगे ही बोले चाहिए. अगर आप ये यूज करते हो ना कि हिंदी चीज से बोलूं कौन है? आई यूज कंपटीशन में तो क्या भाई माँ बैठा कर ले जाते हैं कि नहीं ये चीज होगा. ये अठम अठाई इजीली कर सकते हैं. मुझे फिजिकल पावर मेंटल पावर very strong है. They need something which stimulates them, excites them. Are we going to give this? Only when we give this generation will respond. And mark my words, I challenge if they, any who aspiration, fill up them, they will give double to the society. They are powerhouses. Less respect. So let us do this. And I request our suggestion to conduct programs in different geographies. important people to understand how the living styles are. અને કોઈ ever બોલ્યો કે actually the lifestyles are good in all the places. So I think we should do that.
So basically, this is what we have discussed. The only thing which I told you is that that we need to conclude this discussion. So we will have a wrap up next time.
I have a suggestion for this point for discussion. Means the influencer was over. That's what we have to accept that. Like I have a suggestion that regional margins, they can take out that. We can have one FBR. If I have some alliance from either girl or boy and I want to inquire in Bangalore, where whom should I contact?
Those appropriate guy, आगे जा, I guess this level actually चलो, पर अगर मर जाता है तो किसी पे आया तो गाड़ी बनाया समिति बनाया पर आगे जा के पश्चिम बंगाल में स्पेसिफिकली वो फर्स्ट समिट में इन्फ्लुएंसर जो रोल वो इम्पोर्टेंट है एंड को देखो मार्केट में प्लस फोर में आना है ट्रेल लेडीज वन मालूम है पर एजेंडा ये क्या कि भाई एजेंडा मानो पोल्यूशन सेग्रीगेशन ने धार्मिक एजेंडा की भरेली को समिति है समझो तो नॉन धार्मिक एजेंडा बिना बनता અને હું એક્સેપ્ટ કરना पड़ता એટલે આઈ આપણો भी कोचिंग में सपोज है तो एकरा मैं सपोज लिरिक्स के कोई भी एकरो नॉमिनी बनाया અને નાનો લેતો મને લેતો નાનો લીએ અને એની જો શબ્દ બની ગયે જસ્ટ કે ઈ રેફરન્સ જો કોઈ નાનો લીએ અને એ લોકો આપસ में बात કરી અને એકબીજા સાથે ગાલ કરી તો बहुत जरूरी है दैट इज व्हाट आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट
They can fulfill the loss of those margins can regional margins can take out that.
नेलो संजीवनी में कोड दे दो कोई भी एप्लीकेशन अच्छे नहीं संजीवनी में तो कोड दे दो सीधो माध्यम के फोन में दो अब खबर है संजीवनी में केस अच्छा सारा है तो कोड दे दो फोन अच्छे तो ना दे कि भाई जो फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन चाहिए वो फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन है ना तो 100% भी आप फॉलो करें तो अभी भी फॉलो कर सकते हो that DBKDO definitely can have one nominee in election.
Especially that because Bombay we know that each can raise four with the Rishabh have to find a solution themselves. It is one of the ways we can go ahead.
Good point. Any other points have final level paper? Okay. Final, we should wrap up. From समस्त महाजन, सौથી પહેલા समस्त महाजन के प्लेटफॉर्म पे once again I am extending heartfelt gratitude खूब आभार अनुमोदना दक्षिण एकम के पूनम भाई सतीश भाई कीर्ति भाई हेमंत भाई प्लस બધા પદાધિકારીઓ દક્ષિણ એકમના સમસ્ત માન્ય તરફથી આપ બધાને ખૂબ ખૂબ અનુમોદના કે આપણે આ પ્રોગ્રામનું આયોજન ચિંતન શિબિર 2 ખૂબ સુંદર રીતે એનું મેળવું પોષ્યું અને અભ્યાસ કર્યું બધા જ મહાજનો all the youths which are here, everybody who has spent time, again we appreciate your contribution to be here and we commit that whatever we have said, we will execute as always. What we have, I have summarized, we have decided point number 1 that by 30th June we will have data of the married youth with us. We will have several conversations with DBKDO for that data. DBKDO has involved all the margins to give that data by 30th June. So we have 1.5 months. We will couples for various things. यानी जे better life ये future में वहाँ community तरीके को कर सको, पूरा program कर सको, पूरा workshop कर सको, पूरा fund की जरूरत है कि ना वहाँ discuss करेंगे. That is first decision and first execution plan. Second, we have decided that for getting the youth involved, we will take 3 actions. First action, Samast Majan will create a new Insta. We already have an Insta, but we will create a new form. एक नવું રૂપ આપીશું એને અને આપણા યુવાઓને એની અંદર ઓનબોર્ડિંગ કરવાનું ટ્રાય કરીશું કેવી રીતે થાય છે. But definitely in the next 30 days we will create this most interesting Yuva Insta page and we will circulate the link everywhere. From Mahajan side, 4 Mahajans have agreed to create one Yuva day. Bangalore, Hubli, Cochin and Coimbatore. And Hyderabad. Hyderabad, so I am merging it with the other program. That's why I didn't say Hyderabad. But I am merging with Navratri, that particular program. So 4 days we will follow with each Mahajan. આપણે અહીંથી ફોલો કરીશું. એ અમને દિવસ આપજો કે કયા દિવસે તમે આ યુવા ડે સેલિબ્રેટ કરો છો. It can be merged with the event in your own city. તમારા પોતાના ગામમાં કોઈ મેજર યુવા ઇવેન્ટ હોય એની સાથે મર્જ કરજો તો બી ચાલશે and that needs to be advertised. About Hyderabad, we are going to definitely announce the Hyderabad Navratri program wherever Hemant gives the exact 2 days whatever is suitable and we will publicize all over India for the youth to get involved in a certain age only. Certain age group only. Ideally, it will be 16 to 22, something like that. So we will decide and we will circulate that. Unmarried. 16 to 22 unmarried, whatever. Yes.
Ladies ने जो कोई program होने का, I mean नवरात्रि होए का, होए ना पड़े. Ladies के वजह प्रॉब्लम अच्छी और होगा.
ना ना तो ये तो ठीक है तो that will manage. They have the issue, they will not go. That is okay. That everybody has to manage their maturity.
Here in our thing, it is a organization is such कि भाई मंदिर अलग बनाया हुआ है. जो dancing एरिया है वहाँ anybody can participate. That will not be an issue.
So that 2 days we will do that. એટલે એ પર ડિસિઝન પર લેનાયું. About influencers, I really appreciate Shibir को नालो असी कमेटी में रेडो रहेंगे रेडो नालो तो वो भी असी समझ पाते कम्युनिकेशन करेंगे करीबो कि ही माध्यम में भी ये जे जेंटलमैन के जे आई ये एंडा कराई कांटेक्ट संपर्क कर सको. ऑलरेडी पैन इंडिया में है पर इनकी आइडिया को करेंगे पैन इंडिया में भी बात कर सको. पांजा जतिन चिंतन मुंबई रो प्रोग्राम सजेस्ट करेगा विथ कॉस्ट तो भाई કરી શકું અને 2-5 મેમ્બર જેવી પ્રોગ્રામ ધ્યાન રાખી અને એની સ્ટોરી ઇન્સ્ટામાં છે એમાં કરી શકું. સો ધીસ વોઝ ધ ફર્સ્ટ વીક મારીઓ જામુયા 6 લઈએ 6:15 સુધી મૂક્યા ગાડી મેળો બંધો તો કદાચ ફ્લાઇટ આપને છે. સો અગેન થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ અને થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ.
Thank you, Shibir. It was a very fruitful discussion. No doubt, if we have dreams, actions are must. Dreams without action will always remain a dream. So, as you rightly said, we need to now act on it, whatever we have discussed. So, Shibir, thank you for giving us an opportunity and associating in this wonderful session. So, thank you to the entire team of Samastha for organizing such a wonderful event, which is definitely going to help the entire taking us in the right direction. So thank you once again. Thank you.
Those we achieved a performance with the